Yeah, what's good, dude? What a dude. What a do. What a do. I know, bro. I'd never be up at this time. This is demonic hours. I'd never up at this time. I'm never up at this time. You guys, you know this. You know this. This is not my time. I'm never up. I'm never up. I'm just posting some stuff, chat. I know. It's 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. Yeah. I'm up. I know. I'm just winging it right now, bro. I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. Just posting this. Putting that away. I think the YouTube's live too. Yeah, YouTube's live as well. Yeah, Twitch live. Okay, I'm just checking, making sure everything's alright. I'm tired as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. The state of Azeroth, chat. The state of Azeroth, chat. The state of Azzy. This is it, chat. The state of Azzy. It's upcoming today, amigos. My god, this looks like a... She's scaring the fuck out of me, I'm not gonna lie. She looks like a velociraptor. I don't know what's going on, but she's scaring me. She's scaring me. Let's exit that. Get to busy, top of the morning. Yeah, I know, 5% of Wisconsin. Oh my god, what's good? Dad, good morning. Yeah, I know, so Pops, the only reason I'm up right now... Dad, let me, everybody in chat, say hi to Dad. Say hi to Papatello. Could you say hi to Papatello? Say hi to Papatello. But listen, the only fucking reason I'm up, let me explain. Let me just explain, okay? Hold up. The only reason I'm up, because you guys know me. If I wasn't like waking up for this bullshit, which is more than likely a couple WoW tokens, Dino Nuggets, and possibly a rub-me-down session at a Benihana's, I'd be in bed right now. I'd be in bed. I'd be in a coma. I don't wake up. This is not my hours. I don't wake up at Ebonheart hours. I don't wake up at Kago hours. I don't wake up at San Medina European hours. I go to sleep right now. I'm usually in bed till like fucking 2, 3 o'clock. It took me a lot of energy to wake up on this day. And Mama Tello's making breakfast. Also, chat, shout out to Mama Tello. She's making a croissant. Shut up. Anyways, I'm tired. Chat, I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. This is going to start in an hour. These eyes are scaring me. No, I'm playing. Let me stop. But she looks pretty cool. Also, I kind of want to like do this thing here too. Maybe within the hour. I don't know if we have an hour to kill, chat. Do we have an hour to kill to do this Classic Plus survey and turn this into a video? Do I have an hour to kill to do a survey? I don't think I do. I don't... What the... Log into your Discord and give your credit card information. What is this? Credit card? What kind of G2G ass scam am I logging into? What the fuck? You level up? What kind of corny shit is going on? I have no idea what all this spelunky is, to be honest with you. I'm too tired for this. The Blistat should be wearing an armor tier from Classic. They're killing all the remaining male. Shut up, chat. Enough. Enough of your shooligans and hoo-hees and hoo-ha's at 10:58 in the morning. You guys are catching me. You know what this is like right now? All right, chat? By the way, I love you guys, obviously, always. But you know what this is, crazy? This is like, you ever seen like a wild Pokemon? Like a Squirtle? Like a wild Squirtle out of nowhere? Like you didn't expect a wild Squirtle to appear? Like this guy right here. Stop staring at me. You get what I'm saying? I'm like a wild Squirtle. I'm not supposed to be up at this time. Anyways. Sumo champ is here to keep me entertained while I work. Yeah, I love sumo. Yeah, I'm so sad sumo. Chat, the Russian guy won sumo. Oh, no. Yeah, well, Ukrainian, excuse me. The Ukrainian guy won sumo the other night. He beat everybody. 2 years back-to-back sumo champion. I love sumo. Sumo's great. Anyways. Chat, we have an hour to kill. I don't know what the fuck to expect. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably expecting World of Warcraft on a T-Mobile Sidekick. I'm probably expecting World of Warcraft to be played on a Nintendo 64. I'm probably expecting World of Warcraft to be played on a Nokia satellite, a Toshiba satellite. I'm probably expecting Jurassic Park 3 to show up with Anduin riding a T-Rex. I'm probably expecting you know, some type of hee-hees and hoo-has. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Being so for real with you. Hoping for some testosterone back in Azeroth. Yeah. Yeah, my dad, yeah, only cigars, for real. WoW Diablo Immortal Edition? Yeah, it could be. Honestly, listen, all I'm saying, bro, this is what I want, bro. Yeah, Saber was good. I'm hoping for WoW Hillbillies. That's what I'm hoping for, most importantly, with a ham and cheese sandwich and probably a Budweiser and an RV trailer with daddy issues and late rent. Yes, that's what I'm hoping for, too. I'm going to be so for real. I have no idea what to expect from any of this shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I see this whole WoW survey stuff, you know, the Classic Plus project. The timing of all this is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think most importantly, the most important thing out of all this is the fact that everything is happening kind of so quick out of nowhere. You have Jordy drop this website, right? And out of nowhere, we're having Classic Plus community things. There's over like 22,000 submissions of the survey already. You have everybody giving their own opinion on what's right, what's wrong, whose schlong is bigger. Anyways, I have no idea. All I know is that I think this is a really good thing for the Classic community in general. Any conversation for Classic that doesn't regard some corny ass drama going on, like, you know, Greek Wario versus Dwarf Lord, even though that's hilarious. I think that's super duper funny, and I can, you know, rub one out in the morning listening to that all day. Any Classic news besides just that is awesome to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think any news besides drama is actually amazing news. And I'm hoping for some positivity amongst the cesspool of darkness in the Classic community. And I'm really hoping that we get to see some, you know, fun stuff happen. So anyways, chat, let's do this survey together for the meantime. Obviously, we have an hour to kill before they announce 14 more retail expansions and 20 more WoW tokens. So we'll go from there. Yeah, I just woke up, so I'm adjusting to the day. I have no energies for anybody's. You got some clips already in the morning? What clips do you got? What more clips? Hardstyle's like the guy who gets like 14 clips loaded like he has a semi-automatic pistol, but it's full of just water shots. What is this? Mency.
Like, I'd be willing to call out a few. I'd be willing to call a few out. I'm gonna say it. I said it. Let's get a wet do-rag for your balls, brother. You'll be alright. Cag, Evan, and Jerome. Who do you think is the most likely of those, the gruesome threesome there, to shower? I'm going to guess Cag, though. I'm going to say Cago probably showers out of the three of those.
That's a good statement. Very educated, very wise.
What are we thinking? I'd guess Jerome, but not very often.
Jerome claps his legs in the air. He gets much cleaning in the crevices. That is a good one. That is a good one indeed. Very touche. Very touche. No shower 2.0. There's another one?
You still think Cago. I think Jerome's the second. I think Evan literally never showers.
Good morning. Como stars, Zara?
If I was to
Much
guess
love to
one,
you.
he plays League of Legends, boys. That's like the big tell for me.
Yeah, League of Legends. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. I'm not much of a
That's
League
the
guy,
only
but it's pretty
reason.
cool. I
It's
play
no
it here
shade,
and there.
dog, but what you
I like
play,
playing it with
once
friends
you play
sometimes.
League of Legends,
I'm
I
just not a big
immediately
League guy.
think
I like Smite better, to be
you
honest with you.
never shower. It's just, it's a known.
I'm be honest with you, chat. And I know this is like not a popular take, but I think League is cool as hell. I fuck with League. I like the world. I like the universe. But I've always been a Smite guy because when I was like down at my poorest, broke, poor, living, you know, in like 17 years old, Tello, going to school. I was going to school. I was working at GameStop, and I was living on my own at my time in a basement. By the way, I was 17 years old at that time, and I had a PlayStation. All I was playing was Witcher, and I had Smite. And Smite was like hella fun. So I'm a big Smite guy. So stop making duck faces in your thumbnails, killing your view count. Killing my view count. Killing my view count. Yeah, maybe you're right. You're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. My fault, bro. I'll make sure to hear what you're saying and follow you and listen to whatever you have to say. Mr. I_click_buttons. I will make sure to listen to I_click_buttons. And then you deleted your comment on YouTube. Shut your bitch ass up, pussy. Anyways, these retards think I care about them on the internet or something. Like, whatever. Shut up. It is 11 a.m. I have no energy for losers. Dude, you know what's funny, chap? I'll say this real quick before I do this this WoW Chinese survey that's going to take all my shilligans. I don't care. So here's the thing. This is the one thing you will... let me put this down into the air so everybody understands this, all right? It's Tello time. It's English, Tello. Fucking speak it. It's talk with Tello time real quick. If you know who I truly am, if you actually get to know who I am on the real side, not just this stream world dumb shit, because quite frankly, I'm going to be so for real with you, I hate streamers. I do not care about streamers. I only do this because I like having hee hoo-ha laugh moments to feel good and just vibe with people. If I see someone's laughing and I'm making their day smile from 1 second of a 24-hour day, that brings joy to my heart because I'm helping somebody go through their depression and they need assistance in their life, and I love that. That's why I do this stuff. Outside of all this other stuff, I don't care about clickbaiting. I don't care about drama farming. I don't care about whose cock goes where. I don't care about what person fucked up. I don't care about what drama. I don't care about the thumbnail. I don't care about your look on me. I don't care about any of those things. I don't care about the streaming world as much as like some of these people put up 14 tabs of their favorite streamer. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit. I just like to play video games, and that's it. Straight up. Straight up. I like to play video games and make people laugh. That's it. And if somebody doesn't like that, haha. Haha. What's this? What's this? Shut your bitch ass up, pussy. Anyway. Oh, shit. Damn. He already clipped that one. Damn. Hard styles fast on that one, for sure. Yeah, true. That's true. Holy Paladin having depression on retail? Oh, shit. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. But, hey, I hope things get better. All right, boys. Let's talk about this. Let's do this for a little bit. We'll take a gander at this, all right? And fuck around with this, huh? Shall we? So, the Classic Plus introduction survey before we watch the State of Azeroth, which is happening in an hour here. What faction do you usually play? I go between both, to be honest. I like all. You know, I like both of them. I'm more of an Alliance guy, but I've been playing the Horde the past couple months because I've been playing, you know, private servers. I've dabbled around, right, with P servers. I've dabbled around with, you know, obviously with Anniversary. I like both. I have no problem. I think Horde and Alliance are both great. Chat, I don't think we have a problem here, right? Everyone likes Horde and Alliance, right? So let's go with Horde and Alliance, right? Which race would you consider your main? Human. Undead. And I like Orc. I'm not going to lie. A part of me wants to start playing a Gnome or a Dwarf. I think Gnome and Dwarf are actually really badass. I fuck with them. I also like Tauren as well. I'm not much of a Night Elf troll guy. I'm not much of a Night Elf troll guy at all. The real question is lock it in or lock it up. It depends on the scenario. Lock it in, though. What class do you consider the main? Feel free to pick multiple. I love Paladin. I love Warrior. I like Rogue a lot right now. I'm really actually enjoying the fuck out of Rogue, and I can't wait to see it at 70. And Warlock. Those are my 4 classes. I'm not much of a Priest-Shaman. I mean, Shaman's cool. I would love to pick it up and learn it. Mage, Hunter, Druid. Very interesting classes. How old are you? I'm 70. Next question. No. We're 26 to 30. Put some respect on the 3 toes. All right. Could we just, like, take it easy? Could we just take it easy? Jesus Christ. How often you play? I play like a madman. What's your experience with the various iterations of Vanilla, Classic, World of Warcraft? Check all that apply. Let's see. Only Beyond Vanilla. I never played Vanilla. Private servers, 2019 Classic relaunch, Season Discovery, Classic Anniversary. Never played WoW. And then go from there. And then, there we go. Whatever. What role do you usually play? It depends. I'm not really a healer. I haven't really healed. I'll say DPS and DPS mainly, but tank is I've done some off tank. It's been pretty fun. What regions do you play? I'm in Korea. No, I'm in North America. Let's go from there. Careful with the rogue. People do not take them to anything in study. I level 2 and 2 it took 5 hours to get 1 ramps run. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have a good time. You have to remember too, Cardin, like it's post nerf, right? It's post nerf raids. The dungeons are hard still, but with the raids being like post nerf. When we were on the PTR, everybody was getting fast-ass clear times. Rogues and Warriors were pumping. Arcane Rogues and Warriors were doing great. Warlocks were doing great. If you see Bobka, you guys know Bobka, right? Bobka was pumping, bro. So, like, straight up, I think Rogues are going to be fine. And I think people keep forgetting that. Like, I understand the dungeons are hard, right? I did a Heroic Shatter. I was doing this with Mincy and Dino. And, yeah, some of it's difficult for sure, but when you have like the group, you have the tank that picks up the threat, you have your abilities, you have some of your gear rolling, it gets easier, man. You just have to have a good group of people to go through those heroic dungeons, and that's it. He said, why does everybody want people want Classic Plus? Every WoW expansion is Classic in itself. New dungeons, new raids, new lore, and more. I think because the people want it's like this, ready? People want what OSRS is doing for their community, where they're just expanding the old game, but they're not going to RuneScape 3, you feel me? It's like, imagine saying, I want Oblivion, but more. Because you know how cool Oblivion was? I don't know if anybody is an Oblivion enjoyer in here. Are you guys fans of, like, Elder Scrolls 4, by any chance? Or even Morrowind, the one before? It's like you're saying you want more of that, but in that world still. Not to go past through the portal, not to go past into Northrend, not to go past into Cataclysm, into Pandaland. You know what I'm saying? You want just more of that. And I think that's why people do that. Here's a perfect example I'll give you. Why do people play Skyrim in 2026 with mods? Why do even people play vanilla? I'm seeing people play Skyrim on TikTok just straight up as it is. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why people play that is because they want more of that. There's something that Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Oblivion provide that people want more of that, especially in the big 2026. And it goes to show you that those games captured something at that time. So if people got more of that, and the world kept getting expanded, but it was still true to its core in those realms, I think people gravitate towards that. So that's why people love Classic so much. So yeah, I mean, you could say almost like DLC or something, but imagine Classic. Excuse me, let me also mute my phone real quick, chat, because I want to make sure we have no interruptions with this. You could also say Classic. You could also say Classic, in a sense, has zones that need to be filled out, that were never really filled out. And even, guys like, Kevin Jordan, my God, Jeff Kaplan. I mean, there's a lot of other designers. I was watching a video with Cargos the other day on his stream, and they were talking about this too from an old development time, where they just had ideas about stuff they just never got to incorporate. And I think that to revisit those files, explore those creative ideas, and actually fill out parts of Azeroth to expand it slowly but surely. Small little open world dungeons in Azeroth. Not even like closed instances, but like more caves, right? More mines, more little quests, different type of NPC type models, NPC quest, expanded little areas of Azeroth that we never got to really see before, that, even the likes of what Turtle WoW does in a sense, right? That's the stuff that, C Plus can have a positive direction with and potential with. So that's something that I would personally love to see. And Jordy brought up a great thing about his video about what happens if the Dark Portal and everything that we did with that, right, with the Burning Legion, like what happens, with the Outlands, right, with all the, the demons coming through the portal. What happens if that portal got destroyed, right? What happens if the portal, we never went through it? So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And that's potential, right? That's, once again, potential. That zone filled in Cata like Mount Hyjal. Yeah, exactly. Mount Hyjal. Anyways, so which of the following labels describe you? Choose as many as you feel. I don't consider myself a hardcore raider anymore nowadays. I might have done that in SOD, but I'm a casual guy now, bro. I like leveling. I like PvPing. I'm not an auction house gamer. I'm not a completionist. I like doing this, bro. That's it. How likely are you to play Classic Plus? I don't plan to play at all. No, I'm playing. I can't wait to log in. I'm looking forward to going from there. What would you pay for a box fee for a Classic Plus? Depends on what's shown. I mean, honestly, it really just depends. It really depends on the prices, right? We got to see what's the prices of everything. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about Classic Plus if they change how the game looked? Don't do it. I don't think they should do any changes for Classic Plus. I think the Unreal stuff, it was kind of shown when they were doing some Turtle WoW stuff. I personally think the Turtle WoW thing, like, it had potential, but I don't care anymore. If people want it, sure, I'll give it like a 4. If people want it, sure, no problem. I'm not a fan of modern WoW character models. I don't care about modern WoW character animations or spell effects. Also, I do not care about the UI. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like edit mode. Hot take for anyone who likes the new Legion to War Within client change for edit mode. That thing is like breaking more things than it is fixing the game right now at the current moment. I'm not a fan of it. It's okay, but I honestly think the add-ons that already existed within the classic community, everybody has like their add-on packages and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I personally am not a fan of edit mode. I just don't really care about it too much. The presentation will hint at anniversary of Wrath, maybe the Chinese Titan Forge server, US, EU, and the heaps of retail garbaggio. I think we're going to probably see some open... I think we're going to see Titan Forge unlocked. I'm going to call that right now. How would you feel about Blizzard handling the server rollout? Many servers on launch, some PvP, a couple RP like Vanilla Classic launch, a condensed server, SOD with consolation over time. 1 mega server PvP faction faction balance, 1 PvE server faction balance, unfortunately only 1 mega server. I don't mind many servers. I don't care. It gives people like, stories to tell and different, interactions with the server that they love playing on, so it's whatever. How would you feel if Classic Plus had an element of season servers resetting every couple of years? I don't think... Here's the thing, man. I don't mind seasons in games. This one's a tough one. Because seasons in games are not bad, and let me actually put my camera over here. Seasons in games, they're not bad. Like, for example, the best season that I ever played, at least from, like, Blizzard standards, was Diablo, right? Like, Diablo had some fun seasons. You can always, like, roll another character, get that seasonal stuff, and then it drags over into your Eternal Realm. But it does depend on a lot of factors. I'm not really sure. I don't think seasonal stuff always works, and I feel like when it does happen, it makes the people feel bad that their characters never got transferred anywhere. Because here's my problem. The way they handled Season of Discovery with those characters, the only thing I asked, and I don't think any person who played SOD would debate this, if they allowed people to transfer their characters to retail, people would have done that at least. All their transmogs, the cool stuff people got in SOD, they would have at least done that. But we didn't get to do anything with our SOD characters. They're still sitting there in the dust as a memorabilia of a forgotten time. So, all those SOD characters are dead. We can't transfer them nowhere. They literally just die. They just get grayed out. It's like a black and white screen. Just grayed out. It's done. So, that's why I'm not a fan of seasonal. I don't like that. That bothers me. Because there's nothing to remember that character from besides logging on the server if the server eventually is still up in the next couple months or years to come. So I don't know, man. I think they're going to close that server down and those characters just, get forgotten about. So I'm not a fan of, like, seasonal in that sense. So I think there's a lot of factors. How do you feel about layers in Classic Plus? All right, so this one's tough because there's two sides of people here that you can make the argument for. You got the Ompies and the Shobeks of the world that, like, don't like layering. They think layering is horrible. They think it's the worst thing ever to exist, and they think it hurts the game. And I actually understand that in a sense because it's cool seeing the same people. It's cool fighting over stuff. It's a game called World of Warcraft after all, not World of Sissycraft, not World of, Sunshine and Rainbows. It's Warcraft. There's a war going on. I get that. But at the same time, when things are too congested and the players just start feeling super claustrophobic, it's very hard. It's very hard for, like, the players want to enjoy the game. And even on a PvE server, like, if there's no layers, people are just fighting each over, the quest mobs. It's just ridiculous, So, I don't know. This is a hard one. And also, Mama Tello's singing in the background, sorry. But, yes, this is a tough one. That's a tough one. Maybe Mama T would know. Who knows? I don't know if I have an opinion on this one. I think I'm going to leave no opinion because I think they're both in a world they make sense. So we'll go to the next section for the meantime. All right. In-game systems. Should the size of raids be reduced to 40? You're saying layering exists because of population? No, yeah, of course. And I think modern day, like World of Warcraft, like layering makes sense in a way. But I do think it also removes from, like, the original game experience too, of what, like, everybody being on just one layer and it being crazy. But then you'll have login times. It would just be nuts, like I said, I'm going to probably just not have an opinion on that one because that just stirs too much controversy and BS, right? So I'll let the experts handle that one. Should the size of raids be reduced to 40? All right, so this one, I've seen multiple streamers give their opinion on this. I think they're both good. I personally like 40. Here's how you look at it. This is the only way to look at this one, in my opinion. I think if you keep it at 40, no matter what, it respects the original Classic WoW. It honors what Classic is, no matter what. If you keep it at 40, it respects Classic WoW. Like, that's just the obvious answer. But since you have a lot of sod babies now, which I'm considered a sod baby, like I made my channel during Season of Discovery. Thank you, Mom. When you have Season of Discovery, I think a lot of people also like the reduced race size to 20. So what I'm going to do, because I'm looking at both sides of the picture, and I respect both sides evenly. I like sod players, I like classic players. I think reduced required raid size. I think some type of flex rating to bring a challenge still has, very challenging at the same time. More members would be better. I think flex rating might be the best answer to this because I really feel that 40 is a really fun, awesome thing to be a part of. But the problem with 40, and this is the truth that, like, people won't tell you, you'll go into a 40 raid and you only see 2 pieces of loot drop from each boss. And it's very small loot tables. And at the same time with 20 is very fun, but it takes away from the immersion of what, those Warcraft raids were back in those days at 40. So I think somewhere in the middle, I think somewhere in the middle. I think you have to compromise. I like 40 raids. I actually really love being a part of, like, an MC40. That's just me. That's not for everybody, though. Some people don't have the time for that anymore. But I think, personally, flex rating is totally fine. I am a fan of it. I love all two opinions here. And I think it's hard to really go with one or the other. At the end of the day, they'll choose which one they want to go with. I personally think 40 or 20, either or, I'd be happy with, So I'll just go from there. Should Dungeon Finder be implemented? Yeah, I don't want anything like Modern WoW now. I think it's up to the group. I think it's up to you, and you get to travel to the dungeon. I think if they do it like Anniversary, I'm gonna go with what Ompy said here. I think Ompy said something smart here about this. He said that if they went with just the Dungeon Finder tool, and that's all you did, like, you know, you grouped up with your group, and then you still have to go there. You have the Summoning Stone, whatever. Okay, I don't think it's a big ordeal. If it's the one in Anniversary, it's not bad. I'm not talking about a Dungeon Finder that puts you into an instance. This is not what this is saying. Not because this would be that, the modern WoW one. No. I'm talking about where you can have an LFG tool in the game that everybody on Anniversary is already using anyways. Everybody uses it. That's fine. That's fine. But you still have to travel. Or people have the stones and shit. Whatever. I don't think this is a bad problem. It doesn't hurt the game at all. It's people looking for people with a more organized structure. That's all it is. That's not a problem. Should summon stones be outside of dungeons? I don't care. That it's not something that people are annoyed about on classic Anniversary right now. This is not something people are mad about. Nobody's like annoyed about this. People are buying Warlock summons as of this, so no one gives a fuck. Should there be heroic dungeons? I'm gonna say no. I know this one I'll take a controversial take on. I'm gonna say no. Quite frankly. I don't think there should be heroic dungeons. I don't think they should do what TBC then Raft did, and then eventually so on and so forth, and the game went crazy. I don't think there should be heroic dungeons at all. I don't care about challenging content, quite frankly. That's just me. I don't mind being a part of it if that's what it requires. But I personally just want to have fun and go through a dungeon and explore a dungeon. I'm a fan of older style games like Lord of the Rings Online, like playing Battlefront. Thank you so much for the sub. Lock it in. Thank you. How kind of you. How sweet of you. Much love to you. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yo, what's good? It's good. One sec, chat. Let me finish my statement here. Let me get back on track. Hold on. Lock in. I personally am not a fan of heroic dungeons to a sense where the dungeon is no longer about the dungeon. Mama T telling me to shut up? What's going on here? Anyways, Jesus, hold on. So I was saying, I don't mind them. If they want to take it like, I'll go with this. I'll say this. It depends on how they implement them. It depends on how they implement them. I feel like if it's like TBC, okay. If it's like the Burning Crusade, I don't have a necessary problem with it. As long as it doesn't get haywire. As long as we don't lead this to Mythic Plus. This is a very dangerous scope. I don't want to see what they did in retail. Because if they do what they did in retail and just take the love out of dungeoning, I will be so brokenhearted with that. I'm not a fan of taking the love out of exploring a dungeon, doing bosses, getting loot, having fun, structured dungeons that just feel good and make sense and they're easy to clear. Or they're just enjoyable to clear. So I'll just stay with that. Sorry. Rise and Shine early day. Yeah, we have to watch the thing today. That's why. Please no Mythic Plus, dear God. No literally killed retail for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just personally think that I do not want to see Mythic Plus in any relation to Classic Plus, personally. That's just my opinion. I know some people might want Mythic Dungeons. I don't want that. I don't think that belongs in C Plus whatsoever. It depends on how they implement Heroic, but they have to be very careful. Should there be rated PvE in Classic Plus, Mythic, Mage Tower, Prestige levels, level 60 rating, leaderboards? I don't care. I don't really have an opinion on this. I've never been a fan of like Mythic Plus, Mage Tower, any of this shit. I don't care about this stuff. This is all for people that enjoyed the retail side of the game. There's already a game out there like that. It's called Retail. If you want to go play that, go play that. I don't think that belongs in Classic Plus at all, actually. I think what does belong in the game, is more stuff like Khonsu. Like Khonsu in Season of Discovery, more challenging, like, fun secret missions, but none of this stuff. Like in Season of Discovery, you can challenge Khonsu in AQ, and you have to find the rare ad that's walking around, and then you teleport up, you fight him 17 times, you get the flex glasses, right, the warrior glasses. I think that's cool. Having more content like that is sick. The secret agent stuff to get the Mortal Kombat costume where you can dress up as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Smoke, Rain, you know what I mean? Reptile. That's cool. Ermac. That's cool. All that MK stuff, sick. I'm a fighting game fan. I love that. But this stuff, Mythic Plus, Mage Tower, all that stuff, I don't give a fuck about that. That has nothing to do with Classic to me. I'd rather see more of like the SOD iteration of stuff where you have actual fun little challenge stuff. That's just my opinion, though. New content in Classic, yeah, I would love new content in Classic no matter what. But I just don't know if I would care about Mythic Plus related stuff. So them having this categorized in this like one little quotation, kind of like it kind of rubs me the wrong way to want to like agree with them on anything. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though. Should there be rated PvP in Classic Plus? Rated Battlegrounds, arenas, dueling leaderboards? Yes. I 100% agree, yes. The reason why I say this is because you give people stuff to do. Rated Battlegrounds are mad fun. I think also 1v1 arenas with, like, LOS pillars and, like, actual, like, in-game, like, consumes to benefit all the classes to, like, have some fun ways of dueling with each other and make it more of a chess match. It is already a chess match in Classic as it is when you add all the consumables in the world to a duel, because then it gets haywire. You have your faps, you have your lips, you have fucking, you know, your gnomish engineering, you have your goblin engineering, you have your tools kit, you have LOS and pillars depending on what you're fighting. I honestly think this would be sick. 100%. And I was saying this the other night with my friends. I think what's really important for PvP in Classic, which is the best thing they can do, is a dueling leaderboard. You give players a dueling leaderboard in the town to look at, and then people can see who is the best players of the week. And they see a category of 100 plus players of people who duel or people who do arenas. And you could see the most win-losses and just people who play the game. And then you can adopt the TBC system where they can reset their like stats with gold for like 30 gold or some shit like that. I think they could just do that. I think that would be so cool. I think that'd be so sick. It would pay homage to people that actually just want to live in the world of Azeroth. I think that's very awesome. Also, shout out Hammer Dance, yo. Hammer, I don't even know why I'm up right now. I'm supposed to be in bed. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm eepy. It's all good. Much love. Shout out Hammer Dance Gaming. Much love to him. Shout out to Hammer Dance on YouTube. Anyways, AoE looting. I don't give a fuck. No. I think just leave it as it is. There's no point of changing it. Like, just, nobody hates just looting in general. It doesn't bother anybody in Classic. It's just stupid. Hydration? Yes, yes, yes. Should I make a channel based on solely on streaming clips taken out of context? I think you should. Yeah, you should, Burning. Honestly, because you do already a lot of clips as it is, on a side note. Take advantage of that, buddy. Like, I mean, you never know. You might be able to make some profit off of that, too, bro. Like, hey, and tag me in it whenever things happen. So, much love to you. I'm just hoping they don't announce WoD Classic and just stop at MOP. Yeah, I have a feeling it might be a WoD Classic announcement. My belief that they are going to talk about either a WoD Classic today, a Lightning Sod, Titan Forge Unlocked, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of C+. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know, though. What features or world buffs would you want to see in Classic? Check all that apply. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like... Alright, so Season of Discovery... Here's the problem. I'm going to just check this. I'm not going to make this my final answer, but I just want to talk about it. Season of Discovery, the world buffs being popped as consumes and raid and all my frames dropping and me getting blinded, turning into Helen Keller for 5 seconds, I don't think that was the answer. I think the Anniversary people have accepted Chrono Boons, and they like Chrono Boons. I think non-dispellable is a big thing, too. I also think world buffs are a part of the original game. And I don't know if it should be weaker world buffs or varied ones. That's a decision up to chat to make. But I will say this. I do think that Chrono Boon and non-dispellable are the best options on this list. I'll leave it at that and go from there, because you can make an argument that you want less condensed world buffs, but at the same time, it then takes away from people doing Dire Maul like they want to, if they choose to, right? It then takes away from people visiting DMF. This is all stuff that existed for the original product and people enjoyed. So personally, I don't have beef with this. If people want to do it, cool. If not, whatever. I just think they shouldn't be dispellable. Having a person at a lower level dispel you, S-Fan was talking about this. I agree about that 100%. I don't think World Buff should just get poof, dispelled. Even though it's a meme, it's funny. But I definitely think they should be, you know, Chrono Booned and, you know, handled from there. Sorry, Jim. Just a little itchy. I didn't like getting the fear buffs. I don't want to post clips because people will get super angry. I mean, dude, just do it, bro. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? Classic plus type? Yeah, what's good, Thor? Lighting style would be kind of fire. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Without bots and common options would be hampered because not everyone likes grinding every time. I mean, it's opinion basis. Everything that we say here is all opinion. Me personally, I think people will actually do grind. You know, that a lot of stuff goes in the world because people actually do grind. But there are bots too. You can't ignore that, right? Yeah, it's going to be on YouTube. We're going to react to it, and it's going to be on Twitch. We have it right here. Holly Longdale. She's staring at me in the soul of a velociraptor. It's crazy. Look at the chat on YouTube. It's going crazy right now. They're a bunch of crack addicts. All right. So, how would you feel if Classic Plus trimmed the capabilities of add-ons and weak auras? I prefer my add-ons and weak auras. Leave them alone. Just shut the hell up. I'm sorry, that edit mode, I am not a fan of. The change from the Legion to War Within client has been trash so far, in my opinion. I do not like edit mode. I think it's clunky. I think here's my opinion. I think the weak auras and add-on professionals over here at CurseForge right here, they do it better. I'm sorry. It just looks better to me. I'm sorry. I personally like the iteration of add-ons. I don't really care. If they wanted to do this in-house stuff, they could have done this so long ago. That's just my opinion, though. I'll leave it at that. Should mount level requirements be lowered? No, it's stupid. Everyone gets their mount in time. It's whatever. And it's also rewarding to get that mount. You know, it's cool seeing people run around the world. That's what I loved about even in New World. Like, nobody had mounts. You were just running around the world. It made things feel very organic. Should flying mounts be implemented? I don't think so. I don't think they should do flying mounts in Classic Plus. That's just my opinion. I think it's cool seeing people travel around the world and things being like it's a gritty world. You're a part of a war, you know? I think flying mounts in TBC, it made sense because it made sense to Outlands. It was a very mystical realm you were stepping into for the first time. But I don't think it should be in Classic Plus. That's just my opinion. Yo, I saw you on the Cuter video. Yo, shout out to Epic Raids. Epic is an amigo. We played Arc Raiders together. Actually played with his dad as well. Very cool person. Very good amigo. Me and Hammer, we both played with him. And it was just a very special time. I truthfully had a great time playing Rust. And maybe me and Hammer will play some Rust again one day on stream. That'd be very cool to do. Shout out to Epic and Cuter and his pops as well. Much love to him. And to the whole Cuter community. Lock it in. A little bit of tea, chat. I need a break. Chat, let me know what you think about flying real quick, because I'm going to bite my sandwich. What do you guys think about flying? I'm going to read your comments. What do you think about flying in Classic Plus? I'm going to read what you got to say. I'm going to bite my sandwich. No flying? Kills world PvP. You agree too? No flying. Just ground mount, right? That's what I'm thinking. No. Only let hunters fly. Aerial ice traps. Make the world smaller. Interesting. Only the top gladiators can fly outside of that? Okay. Okay. Alright, chat. Should guild banks be implemented? I think yes. I think people already make 1,000 alts as it is to fund their guild materials in like 20 different alts with like 50,000 gold a pop. Just add guild banks. It would make life so much easier for like guilds. What do you guys think? Guild banks, chat? I think guild banks are totally fine. That's just my opinion though. I think that's cool. Yeah, G banks are fine. That's what I'm saying too. I think guild banks are cool. Like it actually makes the community tighter, and then you could see people who withdraw shit and then ban them. It's hilarious. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. This croissant's hitting. Alright. So then. Should Classic Plus have achievements? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you hit level 10 in 4 hours. If people want them, they want them though. I don't care. For me, this doesn't matter too much. It doesn't matter too much. I don't think this is a big deal. Phase 9 hype, chat. Phase 9 hype, chat. They're announced. Wait, chat. What? Imagine they announced Phase 9. That'd be crazy. They announced Phase 9. That'd be so funny. That'd be so troll. All right. Hold on. Should reputations be streamlined / made easier to level? Reputations be streamlined and made easier to level. I don't really care, honestly. If they did no or yes, it doesn't bother me. I think they should just follow the TBC stuff, right? Like, they're going with the account-wide attunements, which I think is healthier for TBC. It's more alt-friendly. I think that's healthier, too, to allow people to play. I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah to this. I don't think this is a bad thing, actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. Obviously, we all know that even Classic is an amazing game. There is little things that we wish had slight improvements, and that's what TBC and even RAF tried to do, right? So I don't think that's a bad thing, because that was considered even in TBC and RAF. So this is not bad. Yeah, this is actually not bad, boys. That's not bad at all. That's actually true to the decision and integrity of what the OG devs wanted to do back in TBC and even in RAF. So I actually don't think this is bad. Yeah, I think so too, Hammer. I think C plus starts with TBC. I personally believe that as well. I stick with a lot of those amigos who say the same thing, because I think there's a lot of good foundation to be built from that. At the same time, you pay homage to the original world, but the foundation, depending on where you're looking at in the game of TBC, can be catapulted from there. You know? How do you feel about Transmog Classic Plus? I don't really care. I don't care if you like to dress up and you fucking wearing your tutu. I don't really care about Transmog. It's cool. Some people don't want to look like a banana the entire time. I think that makes sense because you get to see people in the world, what they wear. And people already cover this up with like the whole, noggin fogger consume. So, or the savory delight. I don't really care. I'm whatever about this. That's why I wrote I don't care. Like, I don't care. Whatever they do, whatever. It is what it is. Should a separate collections inventory be implemented in toys and mounts? This is not a bad idea, because, like, if you ever got, like, guys ever got the cage from Dead Mines very early on? You get the pets and all that shit, and you could just add it to a separate thing. Yeah, that's fine. Because, like, honestly, that's kind of annoying. You have to fill up a slot. It's just there. You just put it in a little separate tab, and we go from there. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a problem. That's fine. Whatever. Just get it out my bank. I don't want to delete it all the time, and it sucks because I like these little pet things. But it's whatever. Whatever. Chances the pre-recorded stream starts late? I don't know. Classic Plus Hype Tell? Yes, chicken tender. Oh, damn, that's a delicious name with some honey mustards. Give me back my carved. Oh god. Yeah, I want a lot of things back. Epoch did something cool where you could transmog, but had an option to see others team out. Yeah, Epoch did do that card. They did do that. And honestly, shout out to Project Epoch, bro. That was a fun time. Me and Spill played it pretty much. It was pretty fun doing those early bracket BGs. I had a great time. Okay. Oh, chat. Here we go. Now Hammer Dance is here. Here we go. Chat. Hammer Dance is here. This is a Hammer Dance question. I'm gonna bite my sandwich. I'm gonna let you know what to say. All right. You already know what I'm. Should Classic Plus allow GDKPs? Chat, you let them know. Let's see the chat go crazy. Uh-oh. I'm gonna bite my sandwich. Uh-oh. 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 Chat's getting angry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're mad. Uh-oh. Yep. 18 more minutes. I'll tell you my opinion here in a second after this bacon. And after my delicious sandwich. This is true. Alright. Alright. Chat. Here's my opinion. I just had to eat up real quick. I just woke up. Papatello needs some food. Alright. Chat. This is my opinion. G2G. No play. Cut that. Editor, cut that one. Cut that one. Don't make it in the final script. Not that. Trigger everybody on the internet. People are gonna hate me forever. They're gonna be like, Tello sucks. The kid's a loser. I am. Very true. I never admit to anything. Anyways. So, should Classic Plus allow GDKPs? Personally, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'll be super for real for you. I will say this, though. I'll make an argument for both sides. Without GDKPs, you take away a community-funded thing that was made by the players to allow some type of fair loot acquisition. Now, people will hear that and they'll be like, fair? You mean RMT swipers? I agree with you there, too. Not disagreeing. At the same time, those RMT swipers put money into a person's raid loot pool that they've never had to begin with. So while they're spending the real money, you're getting gold. Who gives a fuck? Screw them. If they get banned, they get banned. But you're getting gold as it is. Fuck them. Let them get banned. At the end of the day, you're still getting a lot of gold, which is more than you would probably make from farming as it is, because GDKPs pay a lot of people gold. I've been a part of them. I've been a part of several of GDKPs during TBC, especially during Grills and Mags. I've been in plenty of them where they were auction house guys yelling at prices. I felt like I was at a auction house marathon somewhere in Pennsylvania. It was crazy. Regardless, though, at the end of the day, GDKPs have an RMT problem. Clear as day. There's no arguing it. There's no arguing it. It always exists. I think taking away GDKPs, especially in Anniversary, when you look back at the Carfax of Anniversary. So let's take a step back and look at the Carfax of Anniversary. Let's take a step back as a community real quick and like chill and listen to Tello for a quick second. When you look back at Classic Plus, or excuse me, Anniversary, look at the prices during BWL. Does anybody remember the prices during BWL in chat of Flask of the Titans? Does anybody remember the prices of Rage Pots? Black Lotus DDKPs happening in Discords. Does anybody remember those prices? Greek would talk about this stuff. And I'm not, here's bringing up Greek Wario as the, shining retribution of light. But I'm using him as an example. As an example, he was right at that time. The prices were bad. Dwarf Lord was even agreeing with him at that time, too. The prices were bad. We're talking 500 gold flash. We're talking hundreds of gold for consumables. God forbid you had to go to Naxxramas after that at a certain point, even phases later. It's super pricey. Yes, and Hammer Dance is a perfect example. He plays the game, he raids, he knows what it's like. I'm telling you right now, it is a very, 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 very pricey world and Anniversary when GDKPs weren't there. Now, with that being said, in a world, can it work still? I think it could. I think it could where you still don't have GDKPs and we just move on and people just play the game as it is and get accustomed to the new way of living. But I think there's a good side of both sides wanting GDKPs and the other side saying still don't allow them. I don't have an opinion on it. I can't just say yes or no here. I'm going to say no opinion and I'm just going to move on because personally, it's one of those conversations where it's just not my realm to choose the answer. You know what I'm saying? I can't force choose it for you and be one of those creators saying, yeah, GDKPs, here's 1,000 reasons why, or no, 1,000 reasons why. I'm going to go with no opinion. Because personally, I think it's up to the developers. I think it's up to the community to force push that and try to get it allowed or not allowed. Yeah. I think also if boosting, here's why GDKP would work. And Hammer brought up a good point. I think if boosting was banned or botting was totally gone, there was no RMTs, GDKP would be a natural thing in the game funded by farmers in the world of Azeroth. I'll say that once again. GDKP would be a natural thing in the game if it was farmed by farmers in the natural game. Like people actually playing the product, putting money into a raid, and actual having a natural GDKP by people playing the video game natural gold. No RMT, nothing from external Chinese, Venezuelan website, none of that. That's the only way this would work, GDKPs, in my personal opinion. But I'm going to say no opinion. Once again, I'm just going to ride that line. That's just me. But it is what it is. I think it's really a player culture problem. We'll invent ways to just not play the game. We got mandatory efficient brains now, sadly. No, I agree. Actually, Jay, I actually agree with that. I think that's something that is not being said at all. I think that nowadays players are more based on efficiency than just having fun with something. And that's why, like, for me, I just like to have fun with games, man. I look at it from, like, the burnt peanut take, bro, where you could play Tarkov and beat the most super sweaty Giga Chad. You have the 14 times magnifying glass with the holographic that can see up to somebody's, hole up asshole into the spinal cord. And then you could find the pin drop location 4 echo meters away or 14,000 light years away. I don't care about any of that, bro. I care about just going in there and having fun, bro. Whether I suck or not, it's just about having a good time, dog. That's all it is to me. And I think people make it so micro efficient. You have to be so expert level at everything. I just think have fun a little bit in your life and stop having a chip on your shoulder and be super serious all the time. You might enjoy the game more. That's just my opinion. Yeah. You said without GDKPs, you're also never getting your BIS or Trink items. All the good stuff gets HR'd. No, that is true. I can understand that. Imagine a world which boosting ban, GDKP ban, HRing items ban. That would be peak. Yeah, that could be. This is why you're best, dude. I love you. Much love. Just enjoy. That's why I just enjoy the game, man. One sec, chat. Sorry, I had to blow my nose, chat. Alright. I think that discourages become part of guild and gearing everyone instead of having to swipe in war with random GDP and still getting all the loot. Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, once again, it's a decision that the developers have to make. It's completely up to them. I personally feel that I choose to have fun with the game. I look at more the sense of the world being my oyster rather than just the crazy cool item in Raid. I already acquired all the cool items in Raid. I played Season of Discovery. I got everything that I always wanted. The one item that always eluded me was the, the fucking... the Sopharis, the Hand of Rag. That's the big hammer. That's the only thing that always avoided me. But I already did everything I wanted to do. So I just like playing the game nowadays and just having fun with my bros, and just chilling, playing a little WoW, casual talk. That's it. And just enjoy the world, Go out, maybe do some skinning here and there, maybe do some professions in TBC, a little fishing. Who the fuck knows? That's it. I like being part of the world. That's all it is, amigos. Should the level cap be increased from 60? I don't think so. I actually think the content needs to be scaled down. So this is my argument here. So check me out what I'm going to say with this, chat. I think how Titanforge scaled the content to 80, where everything's 80, I think everything needs to be scaled to 60 and everything's 60. I think the content can all still be challenging and tough, but everything just stays at 60. I don't personally have a problem with it being at 60. But if people want to say depends how long after launch we would have to see, I wouldn't mind that either. But I am leaning more towards never. I think the 60-70 range was good enough, and that's it. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? I personally think 60 is the sweet spot. I think you scale everything down to 60, and depending on what you want to do, it's still 60, but there's just cooler new loot with more interactions of gear on how it plays around your talents. I think that would be cool, like different set bonuses. I think that's what's cool to me. That's the one thing SOD, and nobody can argue this if you're not a raider. If you're not a raider, you wouldn't understand this. In Season of Discovery, we loved that as raiders, that we had set bonuses that applied different things per the raid. Sometimes it wasn't great. Some classes had better set bonuses than others. But I'm telling you right now, in SOD, they did that right. They did that right, and I definitely think 60 is totally fine. Just have... This is what you do. You make the set bonuses change everything. Let the set bonuses do the heavy lifting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Let the set bonuses do the heavy lifting and let people enjoy their character in a new way they've never had before. That's how you do it, amigos. And we'll go from there. But listen, boys, I think this stuff is about to start. Is this going to start? Chat, is this about to start right now? Should we hold off the survey until after the State of Azeroth and finish that? Because we might make it a separate video. Is this about to start? I think we hold it off and we put this portion of the survey into like a video. And then we'll continue and make this a whole nother video if you guys want to check this out on YouTube. So if you are here, much love YouTube. We'll be back in another part if I make this a video. And we'll have another section of the survey and a whole nother video and go from there. Much love to you. Catch you on the next one. Ciao, ciao. All right, chat. We'll save the world for like another thing, all right? We'll save the world after this, boys. You really offer balanced views. It's great. Yeah, it's crazy. I offer balanced views when I'm fat as fuck. I'm playing. Much love to you. All right, I'm not playing, but you know what I mean. Lock in. Lock in. Chat. What's going on? The State of Azeroth. A surprise announcement. The classic roadmap is being announced, boys. Much love. How you doing, buddy? Classic housing. Let's get Olympic. What's going on, man? How about a balanced breakfast? How about fuck you? No, that's true. No, not a bad point, actually. Not a bad point at all, amigo. Not a bad point. Yep, chat. I believe today, personally, we are going to see a possible lightning sod. I think we might see a possible Titan Forge unlocked. I think we might see possibly WAD. Oh! 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 Hold your asses! Hold your asses! Everybody calm down! Everybody calm down! Everybody calm down! Holy shit! Hold your asses, chat! Hold it! Hold your asses! It's happening! 5 minutes until glory! Light me with you. Lock it in! It is here. 4 minutes for the most craziest super duper WoW token you have ever seen in your life before. Get your Discover cards, American Express, American Platinum, Visa, debit card, EBT, PayPal, dollar bills, coins, shilligans, Leprechaun Gold, cereal, all types of coupons, ShopRite, Costco, Publix, an A&P, a Stop and Shop, a ShopRite, another ShopRite. And then you go to a GameStop, you get a Kmart coupon, you get a backlog catalog for Burger King coupons, and then Classic Plus. Shut up. Chat, today's the day. Boys, today's the day. It is an honor to be here with you, amigos. And up on an early stream. I want to go to bed so bad. But I'm here. You better wake me up for some good shit. I see a classic Griffin, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You better show me some cool shit, dude. Chat, what do you think? Are we gonna see a chat? I want everyone to write. If you think they're showing nothing, write dog shit. If you think they're gonna show something, lock in. Dog shit or lock in, chat? What is it? Dog shit? Lock in. What is it? Locked it on some dog shit? They know they can't present dog shit. Shit. Lock in, baby. See, Tristan's being positive. Tristan's the only positive guy in here. You guys are asshole. You guys are asshole. Tristan, don't let him ruin your vibe. Hold on to the light, brother. These are men of darkness. They're still sitting outside of Nax waiting for an invite. Don't let him kill your vibe. Don't let him kill your vibe. I like Tristan. He's a good person. You'll freak out? Don't you, chat, don't you guys have phones? Which, by the way, I'm just going to say this real quick. People did have phones, and Diablo Immortal became the #1 gacha game in the world. Just saying. Just saying. The #1 gacha game in the world is Diablo Immortal, by the way. I hope everybody knows that right now. Just saying. People did have phones. The truth. Oh, excuse me. Stop it right now, Olympic. I want you to be condemned for your foul mouth, you good-looking bastard, you. Stop it, Olympic. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. That's my friend. 12 inches of... Oh my god, I don't want to think about snow, Brandon. It's been so bad here in Jersey. Oh my days. Smartphones. Yo, shut. That my mustache is clean. Don't hate on my stash. Don't hate on my stash, chat. Alright, chat. 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Fall for bankruptcy. No, I don't want no pandas. You better stop. You better cut the I can't even speak English. Cut the shaluligans. Yeah, dude, it's bad over here. We don't have the equipment over here in Jersey. Everybody's like throwing snow on cars. I don't even want to think about it. I'm exhausted. It'll melt one day. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go. Let's see it. GDKPs.
Let's get right into it.
Oh.
Housing.
Labyrinths.
Wow, classic.
BlizzCon.
Oh.
So what does this all mean?
This is going to be one for the ages.
Okay, hold on. Put the volume up, chat. A world broken by war. Oh, okay. Reunited. The stream audio is low compared to your voice. Yeah, I just put the volume up.
Why do we fight? To protect home and bring harmony.
This fight is far from over, and Azeroth needs her champion. Now, more than ever.
Whatever's coming, I'll stand with you.
I don't know, chat. Just hold on. Don't make your judgments yet. Hold the paladin judgment. Hold the paladin judgments. Yeah. Here we go, chat.
Welcome to the state of Azeroth.
Interesting.
When I was thinking about what the state of Azeroth actually means, I started to reflect on why we started doing annual updates in the first place. I remember in 2022 when we were in the twilight of the Shadowlands expansion and Dragonflight was about to launch.
Ill.
The Classic team was cooking on the Burning Crusade and prepping Wrath of the Lich King Classic.
Peak.
It was around this time that a new era emerged for the WoW team. One where we were rapidly evolving and storming toward the future with you on our minds. We created what we call the Live Team to not only support a new 8-week patch cadence, but also noodle on experimental gameplay in modern WoW. This led to Mists of Pandaria Remix, Legion Remix, Plunderstorm, Overcharge Delves, and more. This energy allowed us to be more confident, more committed, and more excited than ever before for both modern and classic WoW. And it led us to share our first ever long-term roadmap to bring us closer to the community that inspires us. Our confidence and commitment since those days has not wavered, and we will continue to share our plans. So what does this all mean? Then and now. It means you are the spark that lights our way. The Warcraft universe
Chat,
has
you're the
lived for
spark
3
that lights
decades
our way.
because of players who make it meaningful.
It's
and
you,
who give
chat.
us the opportunity and creative energy to make even more of it. Today, we're on the cusp of the Midnight expansion, and we're excited for the stories that will be told, the memories made, and the triumphs we will earn together as we defend our world once again. Light versus Void has been ever present in WoW, and we will charge
Light
into the
versus
fray
Void.
with the Heronir and devour
Who the fuck is that?
by our side.
What was that guy?
The
That's
campaign
a
of
playable
Midnight is
race?
the kind of story
What was
will
that?
find your heart. Whether you've just joined us in Azeroth, been with us the entire 21 years, or somewhere in between. Together, we will experience all that Midnight has to offer as we work our way toward the third and final installment of the World Soul Saga, called The Last Titan.
Ooh, Last
We will learn what it
Titan.
means to carry loss and still move forward. Heroism isn't perfection. It's a winding road of choices we make.
The
when things are
Last
hardest.
Titans.
And when our idea of the world is shattered, our notion of home will be paramount.
Bigfoot? Might it be?
There must be time for rest, creativity, and community.
Creativity
In
and community.
Housing.
Housing
We've been asking
hype,
for this
chat.
feature since the
Chat,
early
housing
days of WoW.
hype.
We wanted to build it, and we knew it had to live up to 20 years of hopes and dreams. And on top of that, whatever
Housing
housing
hype.
started with, it had to be poised to grow and evolve over many years and be guided by our players.
I'm happy for people that
Here we are,
listen. I don't
with
hate people
player
that like housing.
about to enter full
I did it in
release
Fable
with
back
the
in the day as a
Midnight
kid.
expansion.
I don't
During
hate people that
housing
like
early
housing.
access, you have
Housing's cool.
absolutely blown
Yeah,
our
I don't hate
minds.
people that like housing.
In the first
Housing's
2 weeks
cool.
alone,
I actually
we've
don't
all
hate
spent
housing at
over
all.
4 million
I don't
hours
hate
in
it.
your
It's cool
houses
people
and
get to enjoy
neighborhoods.
this stuff.
That's
Good for them.
over
Good for them, chat.
450
Good for
years.
them. No
And
problem
you
with
placed
that.
over 14 million
I see some cool
decor items
creations,
in
to be
that
honest.
time.
There's some cool ones.
The most gold has been spent on the secretive bookcase wall, of course, because who doesn't love a secret door? I always say, never underestimate players, and thank you for proving me right over and over again. It's been a beautiful reminder that everyone enjoys Azeroth in their own way. And on that note, we want to see even more of that creativity. We recently announced the launch of Azeroth Interiors, which is our Midnight Renovation Challenge. This is a global invitational for WoW creators and community members who are competing
some type of
in a
housing
battle
challenge.
unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Dude, chat,
Instead
wait,
of
I saw
swords and
somebody
shields,
recreate
their
the
weapons
Shire
are
from
mood
Lord of the
boards,
Rings in
boundless
housing.
creativity,
Did you guys
and
see that?
finesse with our tools.
That actually looks
So
pretty
head
cool.
over to your favorite creator channels and check out their concepts for what they will be building over the next month. Over time, our updates to housing will be driven by what you want and what you need to make your dreams
Housing
real.
Mythic
As you
Plus?
continue to
Okay, stop
explore,
it.
Imagine and push the tools to their limits. We'll have more about the updates.
They're
you can
giving
expect
Mythic
in
Plus to
housing in a
housing?
few moments.
Bro.
If you've played WoW before, one of the
Unbelievable.
coolest parts about housing when you open up your inventory for the first time is to see all the housing items you've collected
That's crazy.
without even knowing it
That's
because
crazy.
of achievements you got in past expansions. It's like a trip down memory lane. And speaking of memories, let's talk about WoW Classic. Over the past 6 years, I really can't believe it's been 6 years. Classic has been an expression of love for the early years of WoW and bringing it to you in a variety of flavors. Between our hardcore seasonal and progression realms, you've shown us the ongoing potential of WoW and Classic
Huh?
are limitless. We take that to heart, and we will continue to honor that.
How?
Today, Miss of Pandaria Classic continues in the original
Siege of
Classic
Orgrimmar.
realms,
Yep.
with the next major milestone being the release of the Escalation update in a few weeks. It includes a new quest campaign, new battlegrounds, scenarios, and more.
Okay.
We're going to release the Mists of Pandaria patches over time as we have with previous expansions, and you can expect the Siege of Orgrimmar and the return of
Yep.
Timeless Isle later this year.
Yep.
The launch of Burning Crusade Classic on our
Uh-oh.
anniversary realms is also on our
Uh-oh.
doorstep. Another round of Illidan taunts and Fell Reaver terrors.
Uh-huh.
Outlands, Kara, Mag, and more are coming later this year
Oh,
too.
oh yes.
We also launched seasonal
That was
Titan
quick.
Reforged realms in Classic for our players in China.
Don't do
Why?
it. Don't you say
Not
it.
only are our audiences between
Don't.
modern and classic unique, but so are our WoW players in China.
Wait.
We made those realms for them, based on how they play.
Oh, don't say
And
it.
that's not all we're cooking up.
Don't say
I
it.
say with confidence that all classic players across the globe have a lot to look forward to. I'm really excited to announce that... I guess we'll save that for later. So,
Wait, what?
back to where I began. What is the state of Azeroth?
Huh?
It's alive in all its forms, incredibly vibrant and getting brighter. And we plan to keep it that way with your help and guidance as we listen to your feedback and act on it. Soon you will see us launch surveys and games so we can get your thoughts and feedback. Listening to you is our commitment. We mean it, and we aim to keep proving it. We want to give you the place, space, and tools to play how you want to play and live how you want to live in Azeroth. That's our North Star. We want our humble universe to be the place you go to when you have a bit of free time, when you need to recharge alongside your friends and family after a long day, or when you need an escape. Let off steam by conquering a boss, role-playing, now decorating, mogging, PvPing, exploring, whatever. A fantasy home in every sense, where strangers become friends and friends become neighbors. And we have a plan to help those of you looking for your people, those players who enjoy the same things in WoW that you do. We're calling it the WoW Ambassador Program, which is all about the community helping the community, as it often does. This is less about us and more about you. A bit of an experiment to help connect you with players and communities that are filled with
What are we
others who
talking
play how you
about?
play, or how you want to play.
Huh?
Our ambassadors are helpful friends from within our very own WoW community, and you can check out our website for more details. As you know, community is our mainstay, and in the era of housing, we wanted to do what we can to support those who need more than pixels when it comes to having a place to live. This year, we're excited to be partnering with Habitat for Humanity with a charity pet pack that we hope, with your support, will help provide safety and shelter to families in need of affordable homes. Habitat for Humanity has helped more than 65 million people globally. This charity pet pack includes the adorable Rufus, who will be available in both modern and classic WoW. Rufus loves to build, something you'll see in action if he's left idle for too long. Those of you who play modern WoW will also get a doghouse, a bowl, and a bed. We're incredibly excited to be supporting Habitat for Humanity this year, and we'll have more information to share about how you can bring Rufus home soon. As always, you are our heroes, our heartbeat, and our gratitude.
Stop
is
it. Stop making me
everlasting.
laugh.
I'll see you at BlizzCon.
I'm not going to hate on them helping for
2026,
housing,
and
though.
of
I mean,
course,
obviously, they're
at
helping
home
people IRL,
in
cool.
Azeroth.
But, is that it? Don't you dare say that was it. Was that it? Was that the state of Azeroth? Is it done? Don't you
Hey,
dare.
everyone, and thank you, Holly. I'm Ian Hazikostas, Game Director for World of Warcraft.
Here we go.
I want to start off by
Velociraptor
saying
eyes.
thank you, as always, to our community. For your continued passion, for the time you put into this world, and for your boundless creativity. It has been so amazing seeing so many folks jump into housing over the last couple of months. I'll be talking more about this later, but I just wanted to start out by saying, on behalf of everyone who had any part in bringing housing to life, that we are simply in awe of what you've already created.
Bro, they've been talking about
We
housing
knew
for
you'd
45
make
minutes.
incredible homes, but the community response has just blown away our expectations. There simply is no World of Warcraft without you, our community. We are honored to be a part of this world and humbled to be the caretakers of something that has remained so special and so important to so many people for so long. Today, I'd like to share with you a bit of what we're up to with World of Warcraft, in terms of the right now present stuff, the fast approaching launch of Midnight, and a small peek at some of the bigger things that we have planned for 2026. Now,
Steve, I don't know what's
can't
going
go
on.
too far into all the details, especially with so many of our plans tied up in story spoilers and us wanting to keep some surprises. But we think there is a ton to
Surprises.
look forward to for all residents of Azeroth in the year ahead. So let's get right into it. As we stand here today, we are just over a month from launching Midnight and getting the game into your hands. The team is working hard to polish up the last details of the expansion, iron out bugs, refine features, and just overall get this thing ready for you to dive into in March. But between now and then, there's still plenty to do and see in WoW today. We are kicking off the Midnight pre-launch event called Twilight Ascension.
Twilight
This
Ascension.
event will run until Midnight's launch on March 2nd. This is where the stakes start to crystallize, and the threat we face begins to take real shape, and the void makes itself felt in our world. This is a repeatable event in which you'll join Magister Umbric and Grand Magister Ramath in their efforts to keep the Twilight's Blade at bay at locations around the world. You'll be killing rares, completing world quests, and defeating bosses as you earn limited time rewards like pets, mounts, transmogs,
poor guy, for
and
real.
of course, some fresh housing decor for your home. The 12.0 pre-patch that recently went live also includes a ton of the new features and improvements that are tied to Midnight. Demon Hunters out there can get started playing the new Void-themed Devourer range specialization. Or Void Elf Demon Hunters can be unlocked with a short quest line. Some of the baseline systems improvements and updates that went live include our new Transmog 2.0 system, which includes situational outfit swapping, an improved UI, and finally, slot-based transmog, so you don't have to constantly re-transmog every time you get an upgrade. For players new to PvP, learn the ropes in the training grounds. Expanding and revamping the idea found in Compstom, players will join a battle against smarter game-controlled opponents in Arathi Basin, Silver Shard Mines, and Battle for Gilneas. Also kicking off this week is the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, a limited-time event where XP and reputation gains are boosted across the board, especially reputation. We think this is another great way to get caught up ahead of Midnight, whether it's leveling an alt to join the fray, or fast-tracking some of those rep-based decor items that you've been chasing. And as part of this celebration of Midnight, we are granting a special limited-time Dark Portal decor item to every player with an
Chat,
active
get your
WoW
Dark
who
Portal
logs in
today!
between now and the launch of the expansion.
Get your Dark Portal
Finally,
today!
Welcome Back Weekend also starts today. If you're not currently subscribed to WoW, but you've had a subscription in the past,
Welcome back!
from now until February
We missed
1st,
you!
you can explore the WoW
Enjoy
base
your
game for
stay.
free, up to level 80, including all level
That
up
gear does look
content,
cool, though. The
pre-launch
hollow-
events,
the hollow
recent
fall
system
armor looks pretty
updates I've
cool.
been talking about, a
Some of the
completely
gear in
overhauled
retail
return
looks
player
pretty cool, I
experience,
won't lie.
and
Some
more
of
than
it.
20
Some of
years
it.
of Azeroth's world and story. We are so excited about Midnight and all that's been going on with WoW, and we really want to make sure that we're making it easy for you to come check it all out.
Yeah, midnight launch, chat. Midnight
The
launch.
level cap is of course increasing to 90, and you'll be leveling through 4 new and reimagined zones, full of new questing content, both campaign chapters as well as local stories, and additional chapters waiting for you at max level. Midnight is introducing 8 new dungeons,
8 new dungeons.
11 new delves, and a
New
new delve
delves.
companion, Valera, as well
Hey,
as
look at
places
her!
to add a layer of depth, challenge, and intrigue to your outdoor world gameplay. We have new PvP features coming in Midnight.
Yeah.
Like the new Epic
Jay, I
Battleground,
feel you.
Slayer's Rise, which also exists as an outdoor world space for those of you who prefer world PvP in war mode. You can also spend some time in the Arcantina, a mystical tavern where you can
I don't
rub
know
elbows
when.
with some big
Dennis,
names in the
I'm
WoW world,
I'm
learn
asking
more
the same
about and complete
question,
quests
buddy.
on their behalf.
I'm wondering.
Now, a couple of
The-
weeks after launch,
We'll
Season
see.
1 will kick off in full. That update will pull the story forward through a host of new content. First off, we have the 6-boss raid, the Void Spire, that really is going to be the beginning of a capstone to the story that we're telling at the start of Midnight.
The Void
We're also
Spire.
going to have a smaller 1-boss raid called the Dream Rift,
The
as
Dream
well as
Rift.
4 new world bosses in the outdoor world. As we kick off our seasons, we're going to have a new pool of Mythic Plus dungeons, 4 new Midnight dungeons, along with 4 updated Legacy dungeons, our new Delve season, and of course a new PvP season where you can test your skills and earn cutting-edge rewards. And with the training grounds I mentioned earlier, hopefully there'll be a smoother on-ramp into PvP for those who are trying to get into the ecosystem for the first time. Now, a couple of weeks after that, we're also going to have a 3rd raid zone, the March on Keldanas, a new 2-boss
Chat, how many
raid
minutes have they been
really
talking about
caps off
retail?
this
Chat, how
initial
many
chapter
minutes has
of
it
the
been?
Midnight
Can I
story
get a
and
guess in
brings us
chat?
closer to what will
How
come
many
next.
minutes have we been on this
The addition
retail
of story
topic?
mode to World of Warcraft has made it so that any player
How many
can
minutes has it been,
experience
chat?
these moments for themselves. And we want
Maybe-
to continue
maybe-
to lean
maybe
in,
15,
giving you ways
maybe
to
20.
live the story of Azeroth, no matter how you choose. to
17?
play.
It's been
Whether you wanna
17
jump
minutes
in
of
and tackle
retail?
raids, do delves,
All
or just
right.
hang out in the Arcantina and have a chat.
It's been 17
Our
minutes of
goal, as
retail.
always, is to give you lots to do
Oofa.
and tons to choose
Almost
among.
20?
And we can't wait to see how you choose to adventure
Yeah.
across the unfolding story of Midnight.
All right, let's go midnight. Let's go midnight, chat. Oh, more housing.
As I said earlier, we have been
Fuck.
utterly overwhelmed by your creativity and your ingenuity during housing. so
How much
far,
more?
And of course, by your feedback. As Holly said, we want you to help us build this feature together. We want to hear more of what you're interested in, more of what's working, and what's not working.
And what's
your
not
feedback
working.
is directly informing the decisions we make.
All right, Ian.
You've already seen some quality of
All right,
improvements
Ian.
go live over the last couple of months, but we're keeping a close eye
I know
on
he
how
has
to
something to
continually
say, Chad.
improve
I
the
can just
feature
feel
from
it.
every angle. whether we're talking about economy adjustments, UI updates, or all new functionality. We want to keep finding opportunities to support the creative expression that you invent, like making it easier to float your house, for example.
Ooh.
Right off the bat, there's a couple of things we already have in mind. We've heard from many of you that your cozy creation doesn't quite feel complete without the ability for some of your companion pets to wander around it and get into trouble. So we want to offer the ability to place those pets there, as well as showcasing more of your cosmetic collections in general. Like, for example, being able to hitch a couple of your favorite mounts up in your yard
Chat,
outdoors.
pets and housing,
Working on
yes!
that as well.
Yes!
You've also seen and heard
Yes,
as you're
slay!
expressing that boundless creativity.
Slay,
and
chat,
maybe making
slay!
something like, say, a
It's
grand
a
piano
slay angle.
cobbled together from a dozen different
Yes!
decor pieces. It can be
This is what I
frustrating when
wanted.
you realize that you have your grand creation, but it's not quite in the spot you want it to be in, and you want to move it just a few feet over to the side. Right now, you pretty much have
Yes!
to reconstruct and
This is what I
reconstruct
want.
to do that. Well, we want to make it so that you can just click and drag, mass select the multiple pieces.
Let's
and
put a
move
dead
them.
animal on it.
While we're at it, let's
Buttercream,
also have the
crack
ability to
skin,
copy and
buttercream,
paste. So if you want to
crack
have a few of
skin.
those grand
How tight
pianos,
is the
you
waist
can just
really?
copy,
Put a
paste,
dead
paste,
animal on
paste,
it.
and there you go.
Put a leopard
And
on it.
Speaking of copying and pasting,
Slay.
I've also heard from many of you that as you're browsing these amazing creative designs that your fellow players are coming up with, you wish that it would be easier to just grab them and import them as a starting point for your own experimentation.
The fuck
Maybe
are we
you've cooked up
watching?
something that you're really proud of and you want to share it with your friends or the community at large. So we're working on creating import and export codes for easy sharing and exchanging of your house designs. Along the way, to give
still on
you
this?
even more freedom in what you
There's
can
no
do,
way.
you're going to see decor budgets, both for interior and exterior placement, continue to increase. Some of that is the product of things we're learning about technical limits on the system, but also just a desire to give ongoing progression as you're able to level up your house more and more. That's some of the stuff we're working on, definitely not a complete list, but we're keeping an eye on bigger things for housing as well. Once Neighborhood Endeavors go live with Midnight Launch, we'll be paying very close attention to just how they liven up your neighborhoods. and
Chat,
how
I'm gonna
you
make
interact
classic
with them
WoW and
to
housing.
determine how best to support
I'm
the
gonna make
things you want
classic
to
WoW
see
and
from that
housing.
feature
Confirmed.
going forward.
We're getting classic WoW
All
somehow.
of this is
I'm gonna
just
make
the
classic
ground
WoW
floor
within
for
housing.
Housing in World of Warcraft. This is the foundation of a feature that we want to be a reflection of your life.
Someone make
and plans
classic
in
WoW and
Azeroth.
housing.
And we're serious about expanding it and improving it alongside you.
It's the
in the
closest we're
years
gonna
to
get.
come. So again, thank you so much for your passion and your feedback so far.
Okay.
Keep telling us what you want from housing, and we will keep listening, and we will keep it coming.
Let's go.
Now, it's
Housing
time
hype.
to get into the content updates you can look forward to beyond the launch of Midnight. We have a
We're
few
not
things
done?
to share today, starting with more specific plans, and then getting a bit more vague as we move later into the year with details to follow. So first off, shortly after Midnight's launch, patch 1205 will hit our public test realm.
Yeah.
This update finds us in the immediate aftermath of those Season 1 raids, which
So
would you
Summer,
believe,
Black
didn't
Temple?
quite fully resolve
Autumn?
the threat that Xal'atath poses to Azeroth. And so we're going to see void assaults begin to pop up across the outdoor world. These will bring new enemies for us to fight, new reasons to rally to defend Azeroth, and of course, new rewards along with it. On the lighter side, we're also going to be adding a prop hunt-inspired event as a small diversion from this pitched battle raging between the light and the dark. In this event, you're going to queue up and find yourself on a team facing off against another small team of 5 in a location like Silvermoon City or the Alliance and Horde neighborhoods, where one team uses enchantment and illusion to disguise themselves cleverly as innocuous props and try to hide in the environment, while the other team tries to seek them out. This event is not going to do much when it comes to beating back the Void and saving Azeroth, but it is a way to find some fun in the face of an ever-present, ever-growing threat. Our next small update, 1207, brings a further escalation of these Void assaults, but also a standalone one-boss
Stop
raid.
being so funny, chat.
We're excited to get away from the idea
Stop
of
being so
raids
funny all the
being
time.
consigned to just these massive twice-a-year updates. And we want to lean more into the flexibility of matching the content that we offer to the narrative.
He said
and just
earlier,
fun opportunities
we're
that
gonna
we
go
see
into the
to tell
juicy
stories
stuff and
of
then go
different
into the
shapes
more
and
vague
sizes.
stuff later. He
All
means
of this
Classic
brings
Plus.
us to the first
gotta
major
be.
Midnight content update, 12.1. Now, I can't reveal the name, setting, or really much of anything specific about this update yet, but I can share that 12.1 will bring with it a large new outdoor questing space full of max level content, a new raid, And of course, new seasons, so an updated Mythic Plus dungeon pool, new PvP and Delve rewards, and the continued refinements and expansion that you'd expect from a major content update in WoW. This patch is also going to bring an overhaul of our friend system that makes it easier for you to keep up with friends you have and make new friends along the way.
Okay.
Next up comes 12.1.5, which brings with it an all-new content type. We have seen how passionately the community has taken to Delves, and we want to support this with even more flexibility and experimentation.
Okay.
For those of you who love Delve gameplay, but wish there was something a little more than the bite-sized experiences we currently offer, we are adding a new feature that we're currently calling Labyrinths. These are inspired by mega dungeons in a sense, and labyrinths are large, sprawling Delve experiences that you can tackle all at once or just a bit at a time, depending on your schedule and preference. They're going to have a different form and reward structure than you're used to.
So
seeing
they're
in your
making
Delves.
they're making
They will
like
keep the core elements of
BRD
exploring
but
and besting
soloable.
foes alongside your trusty Delve companion.
Oh, excuse me. So
Beyond
BRD
that,
but soloable.
And also in 12.1.5, we are planning another small one-boss raid in this window. Unlike the raid in 12.07, which is more of a standalone thing, this raid is going to be a direct continuation of Midnight's narrative, bridging us and setting the stage for the next major update in the following year, which we'll talk about down the line. Later in the year, we also have a new standalone event coming from the same group of mad scientists who brought you game modes like Plunderstorm or Remix. We'll have more to share on this as we get closer to the date.
Oh.
This is going to be another separate standalone mode that exists alongside the core World of Warcraft.
WOD Remix,
And
chat?
all this, of course, is
Chat,
going to be
WOD
accompanied by the
Remix
steady,
confirmed?
fast flow of content that you're used to seeing.
WOD
Holiday
Remix?
updates, events like Turbulent Timeways, and
WOD
much more.
Remix.
We want to keep moving at the live service pace you've come to expect since Dragonflight, and that we've continued through the War Within, making sure there's always something new and
Dragonflight
exciting
Remix
on the horizon.
Uh-oh.
Now that's the big stuff we have to share right now.
Oh, that's the big
There's
stuff.
still way more to come in Midnight and in World of Warcraft as a whole, and we can't wait for you to see it. We also have this little thing called BlizzCon coming up.
Yeah, very
in
small.
just under 8 months.
It's a very
And while
small
I can't
indie
say
company
too much
thing.
today, what I can say is that this is going to be one for the ages. We really hope
Really?
to see you there and to show you some of how we're thinking about the next 20 years of everything Warcraft. You're not going to want to miss this one. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to every single member of this community for being a part of the journey with us. But before we go, however, I
Oh!
just want to share one.
Oh!
We know the Void and Xalatath are dark threats, and that the stakes are high, and the tone of Midnight can be dire. But we also never want to forget that Azeroth is, for all of us, home. It's a place of light, community, family, and friends. This is a world that could warm the heart of even the Prince of Darkness.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Woo!
Oh, excuse me. What are we seeing? What is this? What is going on? Are they playing Ozzy? They're playing Ozzy. Recipe's Ozzy, chat. It's more housing? Coming home because of housing. Coming home because of housing, chat. It's more housing. We just had a presentation of fucking 20 to 30 minutes of housing. It's more housing. Oh my god, it literally was a housing presentation. Nothing, bro. Oh my, oh, you're good. Oh, you guys are so good. I'm gonna write in their chat, laugh my fucking ass off. Yo, chat. Dude, I'm writing it on Twitter right now. I gotta write it on Twitter right now. Yo, hold on. Dude, chat. The state of housing went so hard. Chat, the state of housing. Chat. Chat, state of housing, chat, the state of... Bro. Welp. Can we check on Ebonheart? Can we check on Ebonheart? Can we check on Ebonheart? Check on Ebonheart. Check on Ebonheart.
You've shown us
Laugh my state of housing. Chat, look at Ebonheart. Look at Ebonheart. He's in! Chat! He's trying to find, dude! He's trying to find Classic Plus. He can't find it anywhere. He can't find it anywhere. He's trying to look for something. He's trying to look for something. Brother, there is nothing. C Plus is dead. He can't. He's trying so hard. He can't find nothing. He's trying so hard. Look, I don't even need him to. There's nothing. There's nothing. Housing hype. What a game. Oh, Blizzard, you are good. You are good. You are the best, Blizzard. God. Hold on, chat. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say. Hold on, ready?
Arabic.
Fuck it. Housing hype! Yes! Yes! We love housing! Look at him! Look at this face! Look at this face! I'm gonna screenshot that. A man defeated. Chat. C plus hype! Oh! Alright, stop it. Cut it off, cut it off. Unbelievable. Chat. Oh my god. Did they actually just give us... Oh, dude. Let's hear Evan. Let's hear Evan. Guys.
So now you guys can sit in your fucking virtual house.
Do you not have credit cards for houses?
Got 30 fucking minutes of fucking housing.
Housing hype! Housing hype!
At least we got this. At least we got... You know what? I'm not even mad. At least we got this.
We didn't get shit! What is he on? Dude, chat, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? We didn't get nothing.
I will take this. Right? This is...
Take what?
Like,
take what? Take what?
I can say with confidence that
I'm showing him so hard. Oh, dude, Evan is trying to. Stop it.
Like, okay, what could that be if it's not Classic Plus?
Bro, stop. Bro.
We're doing bingo.
Stop it. Stop it.
We're doing fucking bingo.
Enough. It's over. It's done. Is he serious? Is he serious right now? Chat. Can we get a fucking possible...
No, we're doing fucking bingo. I don't give a shit.
A suicide bridge alert for Eben. We need a suicide bridge alert. It's a He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it, bro. Oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna snap. Oh, he's gonna snap. Don't you dare. Bro, they didn't do shit.
Was that Chromie?
Dude, oh my god, bro.
Was that Chromie? That was saying holy no?
What are we doing? Was anyone else turned... What turned on? What? I wanted to see some C+ stuff. We got nothing. We got 45 minutes of housing and Eben with a whiteboard.
I don't know if that was Chromie. Was it Chromie?
I'm joking. This is too funny. Hold on.
Probably wasn't Chromie. So
I'm joking. Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. That might have been...
No. Yep.
Chat. That might have been the best.
Cringe joke. New charity.
That might have been the best fucking thing I've ever seen. What is Twitter saying? Chat, is Twitter saying anything bad? Is Twitter saying anything bad? Please. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god, bro. Dude. They just had the audacity, the balls, for 30+ minutes to talk about housing features and how to grab the dark portal. They just talked for...
So let's get right into it.
God, they even... Dude. Housing hype. Classic Plus. No. Get your dark portal today. Housing hype. Dude. Oh my god, bro. Dude. Dude, someone just said this best. This video, look at this comment right here. Wait, can we zoom in on this comment? Chat, look at the most truest comment on this video. This video could have been a blue post. Can we zoom in on that? Oh, hold on. No. Zoom in. Magnify. Oh, no. Magnify. This video could have been a blue post. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! God, you are good, Blizzard. You are good. Son of a bitch, you are good. Oh my god. Oh, Chad, just let it be. Holy fuck. They are good. They are good. Wait, hold on. These comments are gold. Wait, Chad, these comments are actually gold. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Dude. These comments are actually gold. Hold on, wait a minute. This is getting good, chat. Wait, this is actually getting good. Alright, ready, chat? Let's look at the comments. Let's investigate. Chat! Look at this one. This could have been an email. Somebody screenshot some of these comments. This is so good. Could have been an email. Where's the other one? This video could have been a blue post. This video could have been a blue post in an email. Hold on, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. There has to be some gems in here. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Just shut up. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, hold on. Just hold. Oh my god. That's it? Disappointing. Looking forward to the update. Okay, portal decor. What was that? Maybe see Void Assaults reminds you of the Rift. Okay, can't wait. Okay, got some hypers or retail in here. Retail hypers, bro. Retail hypers. Oh my god. Dude, I can't believe. Dude, 20-minute housing ads. Magnify that one. 20-minute housing ads. Genius. Genius. Oh my god, they are geniuses. They could have sent this shit into a survey. This, oh my god. Look at this one, chat. Look at this one. What a fucking joke. This video, let's lower that a little bit. This video literally could have been an, wait, nothing but housing advertisements with nothing new. Video worth an empty paper bag. Oh my god, people are so bad, bro. People are so bad. Oh my god, this is so funny. Look at these fucking guys go. Look at these guys go. So they announced an announcement for this announcement to announce the BlizzCon where they will announce again. Oh, this is so good. Let's magnify that one. Yes. Double announcement. Double announcement. Triple announcement. Chat, we got an announcement of an announcement onto another announcement of the announcement. Wait a minute. 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 Hold on. Wait a minute. That can only mean one thing. Wait, chat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chat. If we got an announcement of an announcement into an announcement, that can only mean one thing. Chat. Wait a minute. I think I get it now. I see it. According to this paper, chat, according to this paper, somewhere on this paper, you might not see it. It's a blank canvas, but I want you to imagine a world of rich valleys and treasures everywhere. And right somewhere over there, you find yourself in a blank space, and all along comes a beautiful woman with Classic Plus on her wallet. And right there, chat, we too can find it. Somewhere in the mist. Classic Plus hype on this blank piece of papers. We too can find it. It's somewhere in this trailer if we look hard enough. If we look deep enough. Something's there. I can see it. Maybe it's with the head. Maybe it's the tooth. Maybe it's in the eyes. The Fortnite model. I don't know. But if we look deeply, there's something to be discovered here. We must hold on to hope, chat. Chat. We must hold on to hope. Eben is holding on to hope. If Eben holds on to hope, we cannot give up. Somewhere in this trailer, there has to be a plus sign, even a minus sign. Look for an equation. Decipher this logo. Look for it. Look for it. Chat, find it. I can't find it. Where is it? Put the number behind the 6. Do the numerical values. Take the 7, move the 8. Divide the 7. Cut the 3. Look at the blacks. Look at the eyes. Wait a minute. It's in Zaryu's thumbnail. He's rewinding. He's rewinding. I think I see it. Fuck! I don't see it, chat. I don't see it, chat. Chat, I don't see it. Where is it? Chat. Where is it? Fuck, man. No Classic Plus, bro. No Classic Plus, chat. Oh, I'm depressed, chat. Chat, it's over. Wait, he's yelling? Let's hear him.
Fucking hilarious. They unironically misspelled that shit, guys. Look at that. Phase 3.5. The gods of Zulaman.
Chat, watch this.
Azul Aman.
Watch this, watch this. I'm gonna troll him. I'm gonna write new video out. They brought the stream up again.
You know what? Chat. It simply is, simply does, simply whatever.
C plus hype. Look at this, look at this. Look, he's gonna look, he's looking.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me just get baited. Let me just copy this link and get baited. Let's see what they give you.
He's looking. He's looking.
Very nice.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh God.
Thank you, chat.
Hold up, chat. I'm gonna send him a Craigslist ad. Craigslist.
Very nice.
Give me a second. Hold up. Watch this, chat. I'm gonna send him a Craigslist ad. Look. I'll put the camera up. Look, ready? I found Classic Plus. You just have to look deep into this Craigslist ad. Trust me.
Let's call Jody.
I am a reliable source.
1 second, Jody. Chat can't hear you. Say something now.
You have to look into that Craigslist ad.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh no, he's got Jody on.
Hear Jody? Y'all hear him?
Dude.
I'm gonna knock too since I'm streaming as well.
Yeah, give me a second.
Chat.
I'm debating if I want to keep streaming. So I might just.
There's a Craigslist ad. You have to open it.
Oh sure.
Open the Craigslist ad.
Like I'm not mad. It's just like.
You're not mad?
I knew this was gonna happen. I should clarify. I knew this shit was gonna happen.
No shit, of course, everybody.
I was just expecting like a little more. I was just expecting like a little fucking more. Like I was.
Come on, you think Blizzard's gonna give more? No, Evan, come on, buddy.
A pair of titties and told to go fuck yourself till BlizzCon. Like
expecting more of.
I'm not asking for much.
Come on, amigo.
So, I think.
Come on.
You're expecting a little more. I get that.
There we go.
Me and my chat, we're very happy with this. Now, I think everybody, I have retail mains who are mythic readers in my chat, and we were like that.
Don't
the
do this to me,
retail
Dirty.
side,
Dirty, don't do this to me.
really missed the mark. That was not great.
Dirty
that
knows.
was retail
Dirty
side
knows.
was not great.
Dirty knows. Dirty knows.
But we got confirmed.
You on your own?
No WAD.
I'm going to bed, homie. You're on your own. What are you talking about?
No WAD. No.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I just fucking busy. Just doing
That's
stuff.
That's a big one that I missed until Mr. Frank pointed out in my chat. In-game surveys are coming on the classic side. I know we wanted a classic plus announcement, but we all knew we weren't going to get that. At the most, we're getting, but we all predict that we were going to get either like a question mark on the roadmap, or
bro. Chat. I don't know.
Surveys. Or sorry, question mark roadmap, or like that. What happened?
I don't know, bro.
Did you actually get like you have proof of the survey?
Eben
She says,
dude, Eben is looking for anything.
The little
Chat. Someone send Eben a breadcrumb. Send him a piece of Classic Plus. Maybe a small French fry dipped in Classic Plus mustard. Something. Anything is better than nothing right now.
They will not announce those two at BlizzCon because it's not going to get a positive reaction. That's not a BlizzCon-worthy announcement. Is WAD.
Bro.
Okay, I'm just fast forwarding through this
Bro.
guys.
They had the nerve, dude. They actually, you know what they did, chat? They fucking had the balls. Thank you for the follow. They had the balls to pretty much say, ladies and gentlemen, we have an ambassador program where our ambassadors are going to, push the world of WoW, right? And then they said, for 30 minutes, here is our house. That is... Blizzard, you are good. Never forget that. You are good. You are some saints.
What do you catch?
Oh God,
the survey thing. He's the one who told me about that. I was like, I don't know how I missed that too.
Dude,
let me see.
Chat, is prop hunt the best thing here? Is prop hunt the best thing they did today? Dude,
I don't even look at my view account.
Eben is
me crashing out got me back to 350.
Eben is fuming.
Amazing.
Oh, dude, chat, look at this. Twitch ad. Nuggets. Talk about nuggets. Yo, this is hype. Wait, I just got so excited for a second. Oh yeah. The fuck is this? I was hyped for the chicken nuggets. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. They got me chat, dude. Dude, the balls on these people, bro. The balls on these people, bro. Alright, man. Listen. Chat. Let me say something, chat. Let's be real here. Let's have a talk for a second. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Classic Plus will ever come true. We have no loot. There is no loot. Shut up about the housing. Shut up about the house. That's exactly how I feel. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Alright, chat. Enough. Stop. Chat, one day, 45 years from now, when we're old and gray, and we have a broken hip, maybe 2 kids, 3 kids, college funds, we'll go into our next lifetime to see our ancestors as we step through the portal of light into darkness. We shall see maybe a Classic Plus. Until then, get your houses today. If you're a broke boy, just say so. What are you waiting for? We have housing to explore. We're gonna make Classic Plus through housing. It's the only way to do it. They're giving us the tools. We'll make the houses. We'll build the world through housing. Housing hype. Housing hype. Chat, does this look like a face that would lie to you? Does this look like a face that would lie to you? Come on now. This is innocence. This is innocence. Oh my God. They hit us with a 30-minute. Look at this. Oh, jeez Louise. They are good. Look at this, chat. No classic. Oh. No classic. One sec, chat. Oh, there we go. Man, they are good. So they just announced nothing. Look at that one. Dude, they really hit us with the fucking holy moly guacamole. Here's no classic plus ravioli. Oh my god. You look at this one. This is something I would have loved to see. At least announce something like this. Look how simple this one is. TBC and Wrath of the Lich King era. Like, give those servers some era. You know what I mean? Let them at least have some era servers so those characters can live on and at least play on those. Bare minimum. We're asking for a little bit of pepper on the chicken. We're not asking for salt. You're putting salt in the wounds. We're just asking for a little bit of pepper and seasoning on the chicken. And what do you give? Pillows. Bed frames. Anixia's head hanging by a chandelier. Zalatav's toe model next to your nightstand. Anduin's hand figurine so you could jerk yourself off with it. And more housing updates to come. God, they are good, chat. God, they are good. They are good. Amigos, listen, bro. I don't know what to say, man. Listen, today has been a very funny stream. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours? Today has been a very, very, very interactful, locked-in stream. I will say that. I mean, man, bro, listen, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, all hee-hee hoo-ha's aside, let's talk about it a little bit, all right? Let's talk about it a little bit. I'm not here to hate the fact that you are supporting your retail community. Obviously, there is a community there. Is it our community here? Probably not. With that being said, 30 minutes of housing. Not even a peep. Almost like a debate. They love doing this. I don't understand why they like doing this. And you know what? Actually, excuse me. I do understand it. No, you know what? Scratch everything I said. They like doing this because they like to troll their audience. And I understand that. But I think the fans are tired of getting trolled. They just want to hear what the fuck is going on. The fact that we won't have to see anything with Classic Plus all the way until BlizzCon, that is insane. If you want to promote your tickets, at least give some type of small snippet, if even something. Because I don't know how good their BlizzCon sales are doing. Maybe they're doing good. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I'm not some marketer. But I'll tell you what. Nothing. 30 minutes of housing advertisements. Here's the best part about all that. We can't even afford a house in real life. Talking about housing for 30 minutes. Motherfuckers can't even buy a Twinkie without going broke at a ShopRite. We're talking about housing? Jesus Christ. So now we have to wait all the way to BlizzCon, which you need to spend 250 fucking doll hairs on top of a Hilton hotel, on top of a flight there and back, with going to LA out of all places, fucking exhausting, crowded as fuck. That doesn't sound fun. Sorry, doesn't sound great. And you could even give a snippet? 30 minutes of talking about wooden floorboards? And oh, we're putting the Dark Portal in retail. Like, bro, it's just a little much, is all I'm saying. I think it's funny more than anything. At the end of the day, whatever. I'm going to be playing TBC. I'm going to be playing WoW as it is and just having fun with the game that I'm enjoying. Whatevers. But not even the snippet. Yeah, like the snippet they did was troll. Yeah, I agree with that. The snippet they did was even a troll. Like that little, like, gotcha. Gotcha, ass. Got him. No, I mean, you thought we were saying something. Cut the cords. I mean, dude. Oh, God. I don't know how to really... I don't know how to chop that up. I'm just saying, something would have been better than nothing. And obviously, I'm not trying to come off too negative. I don't want to be disrespectful. I just personally think that 30 minutes this could have been put into a blue post. Chat, is that okay to say? Is that safe to say? Because I might upload this to YouTube. Could this whole presentation just been put in a blue post? You know, like 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been a blue post. Just saying. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. What was this? This could have been one twit longer. Or like a Reddit post. This could have been an email. All of this. None of the... Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's done. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I like the fact that you're doing State of Azeroth now. You're trying to copy like PlayStation State of Plays, whatever. If you do this every year, cool. But if you're going to do it like this next time, I mean, my God. 30 minutes of talking about houses was... Jeez. Could have been a little bit more exciting, is all I'm saying. Even if I was a retail player, I would look forward to the housing, of course, but I would feel a little let down by this a bit as a retail player. I'm not looking at this even as just a classic player, by the way. I'm looking at this if I was a retail player. I'm a little disappointed by this. It was all right. It was just showing the housing. But for 30 minutes? Come on, man. That's fucking crazy. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. It is what it is. You know, I guess that's all they really got. They're really, you know, gonna hang off of the Race to World First to get all the hype with the view numbers back on Twitch. You know, seeing everyone clear the raids and shit. Try to keep building more off this housing and add more dynamic and new features to it. But, I mean, oh, man. This State of Azeroth had a lot more potential to it. I think we all know this. And I understand they got to announce everything at BlizzCon. But even just a small droplet of something. You know, you talked about classic, and then Ian said the more vague stuff at the end. There was no vague stuff at the end. It was still housing at the end. And then you decided to put Ozzy Osbourne behind it. There was nothing else. I'm personally a little disappointed. I'll say that much. I'm just a little disappointed. It is what it is. But hey, maybe we'll put this up on YouTube. Leave your comments below. Much love to you. I hope chat enjoyed being here with that. We might finish up the survey and go from there. I don't know how many videos I'm going to edit and put out, but I'm going to work on stuff behind the scenes so we can, you know, get some content for you. So much love to you. Keep on keeping on. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. All right, chat. I guess we'll make that a video or some shit. Who knows? How's Eben Hart doing? Is he on suicide alert? Please not say that. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft, of course. How's Eben doing right now? Let's check our boy Eben. Let's check our boy Eben. Is Eben okay? Is Eben okay? Is Eben alright? Let's see Eben.
It made me very happy. No, the housing segment was just that boring.
Housing hype.
I love my boy
Can
Jay. He's
we
been
make
sitting there
a house
about an upcoming MMO for
together
2 years now.
and make C+ there? Chat.
But 8 more months of nothing?
Here we
8
go.
more
Chat,
months
look.
of
I
bullshit,
just covered.
chat.
I just covered.
Can you please feature more? I don't, guys. Housing hype. Can we make a house together and make Classic Plus there? Tallow, I think I'd rather KMS. I'm on YouTube streaming, so I can't say that the videos will get demonetized. The stream will get demonetized. But I would rather KMS than fucking an amazing house on stream. I finished my house. My house is done. I'm done with my housing.
Oh my god! Oh, I love this.
Finished.
Housing hype. House. I can't afford a house.
She teased Classic Plus.
Let alone build one.
She teased Classic Plus. There was no announcement for WOD or for Wrath.
This guy,
look
bro.
at this.
This guy,
They
Evan,
teased
bro.
the entirety. Why wouldn't they put WOD here if they were doing WOD? Look.
Bro.
Phase 4, Phase 5. Look at TBC.
He needs to
Why
stop.
would they not put WOD here?
He needs to stop.
Yeah, there's
Mob
no,
ends
there's
here.
no WOD.
So there would have to be WOD here. We're getting Mob Era or Emerger into retail.
The 6 years of the progression servers are coming to an end with mod.
I believe that. I believe that.
Isn't that crazy? It's
So
ending.
stupid.
Crazy.
Oh, they need to stop. Someone stop these
I mean,
guys.
like, I'm happy she didn't.
Someone stop these guys.
Look, I'll be real.
Someone
I don't
stop
care
these
what anybody
guys.
says. Classic Plus got confirmed here. I'm gonna make videos about it.
Huh?
Stop me. You can unsubscribe. You can unfollow, but you can't stop me. I am making videos saying that Classic Plus is real.
Where
and
is
we're
it?
getting in. Anonymous with the 10 gifted. You
Where is
fucking
C
legend,
plus?
Anonymous.
Right,
Thank
what
you
you
so
just said.
much.
Sawtooth.
Thank you guys so much for the gifted subs.
Where is it?
Valerian, Chemsock, Moowoom,
Chat.
Love, Dual
Chat, he confirmed. Wait, chat. Did they confirm Classic Plus in the fucking trailer? Where is it? So he's basically gonna keep doing what he's been doing. Yes, yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, this has been a great stream. Oh, wait, morning streams are kind of hilarious. Wait, guys, did anybody ever tell you how funny you guys are in the morning? You guys might be very funny in the morning, actually, in the afternoons. I didn't realize how funny chat was in the mornings and the afternoons. That's... Oh, dude, today has been a funny stream, bro. I don't know. Listen, man. Listen. I want to go back to this, I think. My God. We're getting more... You know what's fucking crazy, bro? We're getting more Classic Plus stuff from fucking Jordy and the community than we're getting, I don't know, maybe from the official Blizzard team. Anyways, yeah, we're not getting much from them. We're getting a lot from Jordy and the content creators. That's crazy, though. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. Like, we're deadass getting more effort into Classic Plus from a fucking community website made by content creators that want to see Classic Plus, like, be alive. Like, actual content creators putting in effort into the game from legitimate guilds. They are actually putting in ideas and forwarding them to Blizzard. And we can't even get a fucking egg and cheese homage from a Blizzard developer. Not even a hash brown or a small cup of orange juice for the low price of $1.99, which might also cost some WoW shilligans. How does Tello feel waking up early for a housing announcement? I want to go to bed. I don't like really being a part of the whole big stream thing. I just do it at nighttime because I like to mac with the bros. But this is not my normal timing. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Didn't even tell us what happened for mop characters. I have no idea, bro. It's just all shenanigans. What time do you normally wake up at? 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern. I don't wake up at these times, bro. I don't like waking up. I'm waking up 2 hours later. Thanks for the morning stream. Very dope times. Yeah, hey, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to finish up this survey, and then... I don't know. I'm probably going to fucking go fuck off. I have no idea and go back to bed. No idea. I'm too EP for all this shit. I'm too EP for all this shit. This has been a funny stream, though, nonetheless. This has been a funny stream, nonetheless. Chat, by the way, if you are here, I just want to say I do appreciate you guys macking with me, regardless. I want to let you guys all know that much love to you. You guys have been making my streams extremely great lately. All the subs and like the donations and just being a part of the stream, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. We stream on 3 platforms. And it's just been cool to see people mac with your boy Tello. If I can make your day any better by even a small smidget of a second to put a smile on your face, I think I did my job. So, I'm happy for you. Just saying. Regardless of all that, I think we finish up this, maybe we finish up this survey and we go from there, chat. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, bro. Much love to you. And if you have any Twitch Primes, it's free. If you have Amazon Prime, it is free. Twitch Primes are free. It helps the channel so I can make more content for you guys and go from there. This dude said, play new games, bro. I'm having fun what I do, man. I have fun. I have friends that I play with Wildcat. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have friends, I could play any game. I could go play wall ball outside and have a fun time. I could play any game with my friends and have a good time. It's not the game that makes the game. It's the friends I play with. Keep it a buck with you. So if I'm playing with my friends and I'm having a good time, I'll play any game. That game can be fucking, you know, pinball at an arcade. You know, it could be fucking football outside with the bros. It could be WoW and just playing Classic and TBC with my amigos. I'm having fun. If I'm having fun with that, there's nothing wrong with that. So, sorry. High Guard sucked. Outrage is the only decent game right now. BFC sucks. Marathon's going well. We'll see what happens. there's something wrong in the games biz. I don't really think, here's the thing, and this is where, like, I kind of disagree. I don't think games are bad right now, actually. I think people are just annoyed and they're burnt. I think it's a people thing. If you're not having fun with something, move away from it. It's like a relationship. Are you going to cling on to a relationship if a girl's taking all your money, or a guy, whatever, I don't judge. If they're taking all your money and then they're just sucking you dry, which, hey, getting sucked off is not a bad thing, but you get what I'm saying. Of course, just leave that relationship and move the fuck on. Are you going to say after that, relationships suck, you'll never be in a relationship again? Relationships are not how they used to be? Just move on and find somebody that's for you. Find a game that's for you, and that's it. I'm keeping it so real. That's just my opinion, though. But to each their own, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can have yours, I can have mine. TV should release in like 7 days, and they talked about midnight pre-patch. Let you know where the priors are. Yeah, they don't... I'm going to keep it a buck with you, bro. I think they do not care about anything about Classic Plus until whatever happens at BlizzCon. There is going to be zero information on anything C Plus related all the way into BlizzCon. That means have fun with TBC, learn about some new stuff, enjoy whatever you want to do, play the game, don't play the game, completely up to you. Do what you got to do. Straight up. That's just the facts. At least in my opinion. So, anyways, chat. Chat. All right, let's talk about this. We're going to go more into this right now because I want to break this down. So, the question is whether BlizzCon is real or an announcement, not likely another debate. Maybe. It could be Mango. Oh, Mango, by the way, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Haven't seen you in a minute. Much love, my dude. Much love, Mango. Should Classic Plus have new zones? Yes. I think this is something on the table that the original devs wanted to do to begin with, but the timing and the expansion of the map itself, it didn't meet their timing at that point. They did enough. They felt like the world was nice how it was, and they had separate plans that they didn't get to execute during those times, which either they save for TBC or they save for RAF. But I do think new zones in Classic Plus is something that people would not be opposed to, or fill out the zones that are missing with content as it is, with, open world mines and dungeons and quests and hubs and, new items, etc. Right? That would be really cool. If yes, where in Azeroth would it be okay for these zones to be? I think anywhere. Anywhere in Azeroth. It has to be particularly in the main. I think anywhere in Azeroth when it comes to Kalmador in the Eastern Kingdom. So, like, if you're counting Darnassus, like, that is fine. I think that is fine. As long as it's in anywhere in the classic Azeroth setting, 100%. Should new content be added for leveling quests? Yes, of course. Not even a question. This is some easy answers. I personally think new content is something that when I was playing Season of Discovery, even myself as a player, I wanted to see in SOD very early on during Phase 1 and Phase 2, you can say, when I was talking about this in my OG videos, if you guys used to watch my old content, I would say that it would have been cool if they expanded something in Duskwood to Westfall, add some, like, open world, new little PvP instances that had also related quests to that added to, like, the lore of the game and the beef between certain races, something of that nature. I think, honestly, adding, newer mobs, quests, all that stuff, even open world dungeons, whatever, is very important for your game. It's very strong. It's really important to the integrity of the classic culture, and I think it's just a really welcoming thing more than it is a, disengaging thing. So that's just my opinion. Should leveling be sped up? I think the leveling should be like TBC. TBC is good. Where TBC comes back to the old world and they kind of speed it up just a T-bit. Not too much, though. I don't think it should be like OG super fast, but it should feel like a nice approach. So maybe not at launch. Maybe not at launch. But I think it should be like a nice approach. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But just somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. You would think they would be talking about TBC, but not considering the two best versions of the game. There was nothing there. There's nothing. Better than vanilla and TBC. That works too. Yeah, I'm just leaving it at that. Should there be more class-specific quests? I think the class-specific quests are cool. I have no problem like that. If honestly, I say yes, because personally, it just adds immersion to those classes. Like, when you do a class quest for a rogue and you have to go to a Jara to get the Evans mask in the tower, or if you're doing like a paladin quest line, or if you're doing a mage quest line, I think class quests are cool. I think they're fun. They're engaging. They add immersion to the class fantasy, and it makes you feel connected with the zones that you're going to. It makes you feel the urge to be excited to finish that quest, to come back to your like starting zone, whether you're in Orgrimmar or Ironforge, Stormwind, etc. No matter where you are, Undercity, it gives that like looking forward to feeling, and I like that. I think class specific quests are cool. Should there be more epic quest lines, like Roktalar, Scepter of the Shifting Sands? I'm gonna put no opinion on this one. I think they're cool, but you have to be careful with the power scaling. I personally think that you have to watch out with like itemization. As long as that itemization is not game breaking, then sure. But I'm gonna say no opinion on this one and let other people choose for that. I'm gonna hold my tongue to the side for that one. Which of the following best describes how do you like to see changes in Classic Plus to the old raids? I prefer the old raids exactly how they were. Tune them as any change for the player power, but keep the spirit of the original raid. Add more complex, difficult mechanics similar to Season of Mastery or Discovery. Mastery was nothing crazy. Do all the above, plus add new bosses in areas. Ooh, that's... Damn, why do they have to add that? Why do they have to add this part right here? Because I actually do like that. So, here's my stance on this. As a person who enjoyed raiding in SOD, I was very disappointed during the... Do you guys remember the Molten Core meatball? Do you guys remember that? In Season of Discovery, everybody laughed about it. It was a fucking meatball. Even Agron laughed about it too. But I always thought that what should have happened in Molten Core with the shadowy figure storyline is that the shadowy figure, since it was tied to Xal'atath and some type of retail tying at the time, that it should have manipulated the Void onto Ragnaros and then gave him a second phase where he became a shadow version of Ragnaros, and it had shadow-like abilities. And it would drop you into another layer of the Molten Core, and it would be a whole new room, and it'd be a new fight. I think that would have been cool. I thought that would have been sick. Instead, they gave us the meatball parmesan, you know, the fresh marinade, you know, the sauce, right? The Italian stallion, all that stuff. But I really think, personally, I'm a fan of seeing new bosses and areas within locations that we already know. Personally, though, some people might not like that. I am a fan of that, though. I like seeing new stuff within the classic game because it shows me that they are trying to make an attempt to enrichen the experience. Now, at the same time, some people say, no, I prefer the old raids, exactly how they were. I don't mind the new raids. Or the old raids, excuse me. I don't mind the old raids. I personally love doing the raids no matter what. But I do think it is cool. If it is Classic Plus, there needs to be a plus. It doesn't make sense to not have nothing. So whether you tune them... Thank you for locking in. I appreciate that. Thank you, Def. Much love, amigo. Much love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for following, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, whether you tune them or you decide to like add it more difficult mechanics like Season of Discovery, that's fine. I personally think, though, I don't think you should add more difficult mechanics. I don't think difficulty is a good thing. I think tune them as needed for any change in player power, but keep the spirit of the original raid. I think that is a better one than this one. It just sucks that this one's right here because I don't think classic players like difficulties. So I think you go from here or here. It's one of the two. Yeah, this shit was hilarious. It was a very funny stream today. I don't know, man. Chow, which one do you think I go with? Do you think I go with the second one or this one? Because I like both, but they're both tough. Because you don't want people didn't like that. Like OG classic players don't like difficult mechanics. I personally liked it in SOD. I didn't like how retail did it, but I liked SOD. I don't care about Season of Mastery. So I think you just tune them as needed. I'm gonna leave as tune them as needed. I think that's the best way, amigos. That might be the best middle ground. Should there be new raids? Ooh. Should there be new raids? I think, yeah. I think there should be. I don't think raids are the end-all be-all of everything, but at the same time, for players that like to just hit endgame, I think it is. It should be that content that you look forward to as well. So I do think Scarlet Enclave was pretty cool. I personally loved Scarlet Enclave. It was probably the best raid they added in SOD. That was like their thing that they really wanted to make, work. Obviously, Scarlet Enclave had problems. We know this as SOD players. But even Nomer, when they made that a raid, was awesome. BFD was way better than the original classic BFD. It was a very fun phase too. But overall, I definitely think there should be new raids, 100%. So I think we leave it with that, boys. That's what I think. All right. We're going on to the player now. Should Classic Plus have new playable races? And if so, which one of the following categories would be acceptable? Check all that apply. Any races from future WoW expansions, new playable races that already exist in Azeroth, completely new races we've never seen in Azeroth, no new races, keep the original 8. I do not know. This is a tough one. I think you can... Oh, you can multiple select? This is tough. I think, honestly... Like, I know in private servers, especially like, some servers, right? They have high elves. So I wouldn't mind new races, but at the same time, if we're staying true to the original classic game and not trying to go super crazy, I think you kind of have to say keep the original 8. I'm not mad at the original 8. This never bothers me, to be honest. I just like playing my classes and enjoying for, the things that I got. 1 second, amigos. Let's see this. Let's see this link. Let's see this.
Look at this. Grays, Hydromus, Pre-Fox, Fox. And they didn't think to knock on me? 1.5k viewers. Look at Zaryu, Savix, Weed Elf. God, I hate this knocking meta so fucking much. God, Twitch, kill this shitty feature, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about the knocking meta either. It's whatever. It's whatever to me. The knocking meta, I think, is... Like, I had an opinion on it the other day when Graves was talking about it a little bit. I don't mind people doing it, but quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. Like, knock on these balls. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Go from there. Should Classic Plus have new classes? But only classes like WoW expansions like Death Knight, Demon Hunter, Invoker. Yes, but the ones we've seen, but also in completely new classes never seen before. I don't know, man. I don't really care about new classes, to be honest. I don't really think Monk and Demon Hunter and Evoker works in Classic Plus, to be honest with you. I don't like any of these. But Death Knight I can see being cool. I could see Death Knight being sick. Death Knight's the only one in here. That I could say yes if it's Death Knight. If it's Death Knight, yeah. But maybe you do a form of Demon Hunter, but it would have to be... This is tough, man. This is a tough one. Like, I want to say no. I think it's just Death Knight. Demon Hunter's pushing it. Because then you have to remember too, Chad, like when you add Demon Hunter to the game, you're adding a high level mobility class that just, it doesn't make sense in the world of Classic. The only high mobility class outside of what? Druid and Shaman and Rogue Sprint is Mage, right? Mage is very fucking fast, right? Even if you give everyone minor speed increase, boots, whatever, it's still pretty quick. Demon Hunter adds a whole nother element to that. That's a fucking very fast boy. So I don't know. I'm going to say yes only because of Death Knight and maybe Demon Hunter. But I don't like Monk or Evoker. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to say no. You know what? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm just going to stick with no. Or maybe even no opinion. Maybe even no opinion. I don't want to give it a hard no. Because I don't want to be one of those to contribute to say I don't want a Death Knight. I think Death Knights are cool. Death Knight is the one class I'm like, I would look at that and fuck around. For sure. Death Knight seems pretty intriguing if they were to go down that route. But we'll see. Should new race/class combos be added? I can't speak English. New race class combos. So like what? Like, what are we thinking? Like Dwarf Mage or some weird shit? The original combination or don't touch them. Yes, but only stuff with the lore that makes sense and keeps faction races. Yeah, I think that's the best one. I think stuff that is like lore based. If it makes sense to the Warcraft lore and it was a part of like the history of the original intentions that the developers wanted, then sure. Wait, what did Hammer say? Hammer says on earlier? Holy shit, housing is coming to retail. That's sick. Shut up, Hammer. Chat, follow Hammer Dance in chat. Very true. Chat, did you see? Chat, did you see that housing is coming to retail? It's coming out soon. Shut up. You're good. He's good. All right. Should the Horde have paladins and the Alliance have shamans? Oof. This is a debatable one. I don't mind how TBC does it, personally. But at the same time, it kind of doesn't make sense that they both have them. They're just like given. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blood Elves are cool. I mean, Blood Elf Paladin's cool. Draenei Shaman is cool. But it's like the explanation to it is a little weird. I think it's cool having both sides represent their cooldowns and what they bring to raid. Like, if you want shamans, you want Wind Fury, and you want the potential to fucking, you know, pull threat very easily and wipe, you could play a shaman with Wind Fury, and you have your warriors that fucking are Giga Chads on Horde. If you want complete safety and you have Salve, you have Paladin on Alliance. I think it also gives integrity to both sides having their unique support class. Those are the two unique support classes to both sides of the factions. In TBC, it makes sense, but in Classic Plus, I don't think we do it. Undead Paladin, maybe. That makes sense. An Undead Paladin, but then what would you do for Shaman? Would you do Dwarf Shaman? Like they wanted to do in SOD? Do you do Dwarf Shaman? Because if that's the case, Dwarf Shaman is kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. Dwarf Shaman is kind of cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to say leave it as vanilla. I'm going to go with the vanilla Andy take here, boys. I say give Paladins Crusader Strike and keep them in lines. If someone wants to play Paladin, they play a line simple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you just give them Crusader Strike and a taunt, and that's it. And that's it. Yeah, Dwarf Shaman seems cool, though. I will say that. I was very excited. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did this with Kago a while back where we went to Ironforge during the PTR or some shit, and we were looking for the Dwarf Shaman in Ironforge, and we found it in SOD. And he said his fingers were sparkling with some type of electricity. Like something is sparkling within him. And it was a hint towards Dwarf Shaman in SOD. And then they did the same thing with the Undead when you went to Brill, and they were like, oh, with Gregory and the Undead Paladin, right? There was a hint towards Undead Pally. Now, P servers did this, and it was actually pretty cool. So I actually think Dwarf Shaman and Undead Paladin would be fucking badass. But if we're staying true to Classic, there are certain things we have to stay to Classic and certain things we re-extend it just a teed bit. So we have to ride that wave. We're riding a very careful wave here. Because you know how Classic Andys get. And you know how some of the SOD Andys get too. It goes all ways. Should classes be reworked? New abilities, spells, class, roles, combinations. Nah, this is tough. This is tough. So, I don't think you monorize the ability rotations. I don't like the monorize part. I think quality of life. I think QOL. Maybe QOL. This is a very scary one right here. This might be the scariest one out of the whole entire list. If you rework base abilities, you're completely changing what vanilla was with the intentional designs that Kevin Jordan and all those amigos did. You have to respect what Kevin Jordan and all the original OGs did back in the day that made what WoW was WoW. At the same time, if you start going too crazy, like combo point persistence, that was a thing that when did rogues get combo point persistence? Wasn't that WoD? What was that, chat? What was it? WoD or Kato, where rogues can keep their combo points? Which one was it, amigos? Do you remember where rogues and druids can keep their combo points changing target? What expansion was that? I know it was later on. It wasn't right away. Because that's when, like, you have to, like, really... You have to watch out. You have to watch out is all I'm saying. I don't think you monorize stuff because at the end of the day, you don't need to monorize Paladin. Redirect was what? You think that... Yeah, it was the WAD, right? Yeah. What the fuck? I just saw an ad on it. Yeah, I need some Taco Bell nuggets, Hammer. That's what I'm saying. We got to get them together. But I do think... I think the smart play here is some QOL, but very hard leading towards no. But some QOL. So, Paladin getting a taunt. You know, Shadow Priest maybe being a little bit more viable in Raid, right? Like your meme classes, right? Like, that weren't as strong. This is totally fine. Just respect the initial creations of the OGs that worked at Blizzard back before the Activision merger. And play around this area. Do not go to this. If you monorize stuff and you go crazy with it, you're just going to get a more crazier version of SOD. I think you stay around here. Stay around this ballpark. Didn't you like SOD? I love SOD, I do. But I don't want them to go crazy with it. You have to remember, this is Classic Plus, and it's also... I'm a fan of Classic as well. I love Classic WoW. You have to understand, too. SOD also treated us with, like, the craziest way of, like, immersing ourselves into a game with numbers just floating over the screen. When in reality, that wasn't World of Warcraft. I love SOD, though. I started my channel on SOD. But even I can accept the fact that even though I had a blast with Season of Discovery, it was one of my favorite moments ever in time, it still isn't Classic WoW, what SOD was. And if this is Classic Plus, we have to think in the mind of the Classic game. We have to think in the mind of what those guys were sitting in the late 90s, patenting the World of Warcraft name, working in a basement, putting up, you know, a CD-ROM into the fucking Windows machine for the first time and saying, what are we looking at here? What's this OG dev client we're working on, you know? What's the original 112 we're looking at here where talents are fucking all over the place, right? And we're trying to fix classes and build this beautiful world and just throw shit at the wall and make a mistake happen that wind up being a massive success that lead us here to 2026, right? And that's how I'm looking at it. I'm thinking that far back. That's where my mind is. My mind's not in, like, Season of Discovery right now. But I care about SOD, too. I care about the intentions of SOD. But let's keep going. Of the following, what is the most important change need to raid buffs in Classic Plus? You may want to pick multiple, but only pick your biggest concern. The question refers to 1 hour long buffs, not Paladin blessings. We'll ask about raid buffs more later. So, raid buffs should cost less mana. Raid buffs should no longer require reagents. Raid buffs should be single cast raid wide. Raid buffs should be combined so multiple classes can buff different things like Wrath and Lich King. Leave it as it was in vanilla, no opinion. I mean, if you're looking at quality of life, if this doesn't hurt the gameplay rotation and a person has to multiple click everybody on a buff over and over and over and over again, which is kind of time consuming, then you probably would just say raid buffs should just be single cast raid wide. If you want to do that. That doesn't really take away from the immersion of the game because it just saves you a little bit of time. You're going from a minute of casting multiple raid buffs to 20 seconds. That's it. There's no other argument on that. So just think about it like that for a second. You're going from a minute to 20 seconds. You're still doing the same fight. You're still fighting the same boss. You're still doing the same thing. That's not a problem. You get what I'm saying? That's basically all you're doing here. So I definitely think you can make them cost less mana if you want. I don't know about the reagents thing. Like, it's up to you if you guys want that, but I personally don't think this is a bad ordeal. I don't think this is a bad ordeal. I as long as it doesn't, like, hurt the raid in any way where it's removing the feeling of going through Molten Core, the feeling of going through AQ, the feeling of going through BWL. If the feeling's still there, that's fine. If you're just giving some QOL, no problem. But I'll just leave it as that. We don't need to even touch Wrath of the Lich King. We can just stay like that, you know, and just go from there. It's definitely something that people will throw up here and there, like what they think is best. Some will say leave it as vanilla. I don't care if they leave it as vanilla. If you want to, go for it. But I personally think, like, if it just adds QOL, no problemo. Oh, this is a dangerous one. Oh, this is a no. Should talent specializations be reworked? Light touch. Light touch. Reworks are absolutely scary. They did this, and I'm going to bring up a great example. A great example. They did this in SOD. They showed that in SOD, they can touch the talents. I knew this because I was big with Paladin. I was a big Paladin guy in Season of Discovery. I talked with Agron, about stuff like this. And when it came to Season of Discovery and talking about a lot of Paladin stuff, and I even shot things out on Twitter about, Holy Paladins needing assistance and how Holy Paladins got shafted. I remember seeing Agron making a big-ass post about Holy Paladins and talking about warrior rage normalization and talking about all these different, class-defining changes. And I personally think that, like we said earlier, it's very important to touch classes slightly. When it comes to Paladin, even in SOD, they touched Vindication on how Vindication interacted. It was way different than Original Classic. It had its own change within, Season of Discovery, how it interacted in PvP especially. So there was changes even to that. So they made changes here and there. But I think you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And I think, for someone said in chat, TBC is like a type of Classic Plus. Of course. I think TBC is a good foundation. I've said this. I think Cargos have said this. A lot of streamers have said this. TBC is a good foundation on where to build from. You go from there. And you really just try to figure out what to really give a little slight knob twist. Nothing else. You don't go past that. Because if you do, you start getting way too wonky with the game. The only thing that should change the way a class feels is the set bonuses from a raid piece. I'll say that again. The only thing that should change the way a class feels is the set bonuses you get from raid. That makes your class interact with your player in a different way you've never seen before. That's the only way it should. Through getting raid pieces. Or if they were to add crazy new PvP style pieces. Whatever. But nothing with talents. Talents, I think it should be very small, very subtle. That's all I'm saying. Nothing game-breaking either. Just to make these classes that are, more meme specs a little bit more relevant, and also help other classes that needed a small adjustment in other areas, but nothing that breaks the game. So you have to tread carefully with talent stuff with caution. So I think we leave it at that. Should a fourth talent like Guardian Druid, Tank Shaman? I don't really care about this. I don't care about another talent spec, to be honest. I think if you just... this kind of doesn't make sense to me. If you just adjust the talent specialization and you make tweaks, this kind of makes this whole line of questioning irrelevant. So I'm going to go with... no new talent specs. Actually, no opinion. I'll go no opinion on this one. Because if you're adjusting this, you're adjusting that. So, it's whatever. Should every specialization be competitive in both PvE and PvP? No. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. All right, so this is one that's right at my ballpark. I PvP a lot, boys. I like to BG. I like to duel. I lose a lot of duels. I win duels. I like to win battlegrounds. I get my ass kicked in battlegrounds. I've done arena. I've got my ass tossed in arena. I win and lose. I like to play the game. I just like it. It's fun to me. The problem is, if you make balance around PvE and PvP specs, you're going to fuck up the game. When you play Rogue and you're PvPing, you pick subtlety. It's a reason you pick that spec. You're going out to gang people in fucking PvP. If you're playing a Paladin and you're making a Reckoning Paladin, you know what you're doing. Come on, buddy. You're going to one-shot someone. If you're making a Deep Ret, you're going for Repentance. You know what you're doing. Come on now. Now, there are some classes, that is a good example, and even when I say that, Repentance is a PvP ability. It can be used in PvE if they're humanoids, for sure, but it has no PvE side to it. Can they twist that and if they wanted to? Surely, but I think that's a little scary when you enter that realm, because then you start tweaking with the class balance of the game. I think you leave PvP specs as it is, and you leave PvE specs as it is. I don't think you start fucking around with the PvP talents and hurting the game in that sense. I think PvP should have its own category with its own system, its own foundation behind it, and PvE is the same thing. That's why I love TBC. Because in TBC, you can go into TBC, you don't even need a fucking raid at all. You want to go get some arena gear and just go fucking do arenas or BGs? Go for it. You could do some heroics, sure. But TBC is honestly one of the best iterations of that because it gives both sides a playground to play with. Like, go do what you got to do. That's it. Go from there. You got the most base opinion I've heard so far. I'm just being truthful, man. You know, because at the end of the day, like, I know how the classic player base operates, and I respect them. And it's a two-way street. I know not everyone's going to agree with everything, and you're not going to agree with me. But I like to have civil discussion and civil discourse because I think it's very important to getting to the place we need to be one day. And that's how I like to handle it. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm a fucking idiot. I know that. So we go from there. Should dual specialization be implemented? So in Anniversary, they didn't really have a problem with this. Everybody accepted it. Like, everyone just kind of does it now. So it seems like it is the norm. Who am I to tackle the norm? I'll have no opinion. I could just say yes, to be honest. But I have no opinion. I think for original OG Classic Andes, they don't want this. But for what it is in Anniversary Andes, they don't mind it. I'm just going to say no opinion. I don't really give a fuck. If they want it, cool. If not, I don't care. It doesn't really affect my way of playing the game. I'll still respec if I have to respec. I never minded respecing back in the day. I'll do what I have to do. Should new professions be added? I think no. I think the originals are fine. I think it would have been cool if they, like, tweaked some of the professions to, like, give a little bit more, like, juice to them so more people can make more money. But then if you do that, you're going to start fucking with the original game. I think you just leave the professions as it is. That's just my opinion. Once again, if they wanted to add more, like, if they wanted to add jewel crafting, and maybe take how they do with alchemy with, like, TVC procking of the potions and shit, sure, but I'm not going to cry wolf here, you know? Just go from there. And should professions be updated to have more endgame relevance, like new recipes? I think the professions are fine. Like, everyone goes for the professions towards the end game as it is. Tailorers have a reason to do stuff. Leather workers have a reason to do stuff. Skinning is very important too when you skin in Nixia too. Lionheart helm, if you're going for armor smithing or weapon smithing, for blacksmithing is very strong. Engineering is used by all PvPers and it's totally fine. Alchemy is beautiful for potions and a lot of gold making from alchemy, as well as raid powering and dungeon powering and open world powering. Fishing is totally fine too, and cooking is really good when you go for sandward, the SAM, you know, the dumplings, the desert dumplings towards the end. Or the what is it, the Dirk pork chops or whatever they're called, the chops. You go for those too, right? Like, I think it's fine. I actually think the professions are fine. I don't think there's a problem here with professions. In private servers, I actually did like the way one private server handled professions, and they added more quality of gear to that. So they added, like, you know, of the bear, of the eagle, of this, or, you know, that named piece, and you were able to make that specific piece at a superior quality and then sell that on the auction house. I thought that was cool, but I think for Classic, it is what it is, you know? So I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad about this. And that's the end of the survey, boys. That's it. Submit. All right, boys. We got the intro done. The intro was done. We might combine that into a video. I might have to go back later on and clip that and then come back later on to this part of the video and clip this, and we'll put that into a video on, you know, YouTube or something. But I hope you guys enjoyed me doing that survey. And going from there, boys. That was fun, you know? I think that was cool. I'll probably save another survey for another night or another day. Maybe we'll do more night or day streams and just go from there. But I'm going to probably just chill at this point, boys. Chill from this point. I think I'm happy with everything that we said for the most part. I will say, though, man, to end everything with I guess with everything that happened, I don't know what to say, man, with this whole Azeroth shit, man.
So let's get...
Okay, here it is. I'll just say this. TLDR, boys. Yeah. Oh my god, look at this, bro. Look at this an hour ago. Wait a second, chat. Look at this. Chat, look at this. Did all the Classic players just get baited to watch retail and housing news? Dude, wait, Evan went offline? Evan went offline, bro? He raided Journey and he went offline, bro. Evan left? No way, Evan got offline. Evan just went offline? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. These fucking guys, bro. Oh my days, bro. Dude, listen, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, boys. All I do know is, it's an interesting day, nonetheless. It's an interesting day. We tried our best here, chat. Chat, we tried our best. They didn't want us to see Classic Plus. And, yeah, it was the realest, biggest bait ever. Wait, chat, you know what I can find right now? Hold on. Let me do some research. I got us, boys. I got us. Let me look this up. I got us. Give me a second. Honestly, surprisingly, more people are liking it than I thought. 11,000 likes, 1,540 dislikes. Not too bad. People like it. People like the housing. It's the retail annies, bro. They like the housing, man. I'll say this, man. 2026 state of housing. Look at these fucking people, bro. 2026 state of housing, baby. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Housing hype, bro. Housing hype, dude. Chat, if you're not into housing, what are you waiting for, bro? What are you waiting for? Dude, oh my god, that was so good. That was so funny, man. Jeez Louise, that was some fucking funny shit. Alright, listen, boys. Amigos. Evan said something that I agreed, though. Even Holly now is dropping hints. It basically means C+ is... I don't know, bro. Listen, Tristan. If they do, they do. At this point, I think this is just something for them to maybe build off of it. I have no idea what the future is for Classic Plus. Obviously, something might happen at BlizzCon. That's what they're really waiting for. Like, you're going to have to pay in order to see Classic Plus in person. I get it, for sure. But for me right now, I'm just not even going to think about it. I'm just going to talk about TBC stuff. I'm looking forward to TBC. I'm looking forward to just playing that and having a jolly good time with TBC. I'm not even, like, keeping my mind even occupied on anything C+. Because right now, like, there's nothing. If these guys are not even willing to give a crumb for it, there's not even a point of me talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about what's actually going on right now. And what's actually going on right now is, you know, TBC, right? And pre-patch. So I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go Mac. I'm going to go do some skinning right now, actually. I'm probably just going to go Mac and just relax, go hang out and do some skinning. And that's about it. And yeah, you know. Maybe we stream later on tonight, chat. I think I might do another stream. We'll see what happens. I want to edit and, like, put some of this stuff on YouTube, amigos. So I'm going to go edit and clip some stuff from this stream. If you guys want to clip any funny moments as well and, like, send me anything on my Discord, you guys can do Explanation Discord on Twitch. We have our Discord, so you can join there. And if there's any funny moments you want to watch, any, like, hee-hee hoo-ha's, you clip any moments and let me know. But I might be back later on tonight and just stream. If I do stream later, it's more than likely just going to be... just BGs. You know, we'll do BGs and do some skinning. So I want to skin with my my rogue. I'm skinning an Ungoro right now because Devil Sword leather and rug leather is going for a lot of money. So I've been skinning that nonstop on repeat. So it might just be a chill stream later and we're just macking. And then, you know, just some battlegrounds here and there on the Paladin and shit. But I'm learning some new tech with the Paladin that I just found out that might be undercover. I might have to talk about it in a video because it's actually kind of interesting. It's pre-patch tech, but we'll see. Anyways, boys, I'll be back on later. I'm gonna go chill now and go mac with Mama T and then do some skinning off stream as well too, and hang out. So catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Goodbye. Ciao, ciao. Much love to you. Lock it in. Keep on keeping on. All that good stuff. Hold on, chat. One more thing. One more thing. One more thing, chat. One more thing before we leave. One more thing before we leave. One more thing before we leave. One more thing. Chat! This is the face of a guy who's ready for Classic Plus. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Classic Plus hype, chat! Classic Plus! Classic Plus, chat! Chat! Hold on! Classic Plus! Classic Plus! Chat! Look at the... Chat! Classic Plus! Classic Plus hype! Where's the C Plus coming from, chat? Let's lock in! Let's lock in! Settle down. Lock in. Classic Plus hype. Classic Plus, where is it? It's somewhere. Chat, let's look at the trailer one more time. It's in here. Let's find the Classic Plus. Where is it? I don't see it. Where's C Plus? Chat, is it here? It's got to be in the housing announcement. It's got to be in the housing announcement. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not here. It's here. Classic Plus. Lock in. It's right there. I see it. All right, chat. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'm going to bed. I'll be back on later tonight. Much love to you. I'll see you on the next one. This is too good. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, I don't wake up at this time. I'm normally in bed by 3 p.m. I'll go back to bed. Fuck it. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. All right, chat. I'm out of here. Chat. We'll be live later tonight. Classic Plus hype. It's real. Housing hype. All-time hype. All right, I'm out of here, chat. Peace out.